Hello.
And welcome
Hello.
to another. I almost said Morgan Monday. It's not Monday. You might have
It's,
seen the announcement card for this. The Morgan Marcus announcement card. I gotta stress, new record breaker for most times I have had to remake a stream announcement card in the history of my streams. Because we had originally planned to do this on a Monday, and then that didn't work out for reasons. And then we were like, okay, well, what's available Wednesday? We'll do it on a Wednesday. So I scheduled it for Wednesday. Or no, actually, it was we're going to do it on a different Monday. I rescheduled it for Wednesday because we had to. But then Tuesday cleared up, and it seemed like a good day to do it. So then I had to remake it to, instead of Wednesday, be Tuesday.
Correct.
I do want to say, looking at the title card, I keep misreading the sprite you used for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it like when I just quickly glance at it, it looks like a Sarah-themed sock puppet from like the Florka Cows comics.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just this solid white with like a few thin lines that look like the arms that they draw for those things.
Uh-huh.
Now, I will say, for any of you who have the mainstream up, I understand it's a very special holiday to people who have descents adjacent to mine. So I have made our Morglet green for the day.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
I guess it is St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, I
so
totally forgot.
there's a rare evil green Morglet on tonight's of the Devil stream.
Game Boy Morgan.
That's right.
Wow.
Morgan, who had a little bit
Game
too much
Morgan.
to drink.
Player 2 Morgan. Fucked up.
Yeah, color
no.
palette 17 in the of the Devil Arxis fighter.
No, wait, that sounds like a shit.
The problem is if you have normal red Morgan and then green Morgan, but then you have to decide which is which, like which one's defending you and which one's prosecuting you, but you're colorblind.
Oh no.
No, then it's just gray Morgan.
Yeah.
It's just sort of
it's
brownish
all a
Morgan on
chance.
both accounts.
Totally. That's
Like,
tragic.
this
You just
Morgan
gotta flip a
lady's-
coin.
I don't get why everyone thinks this Morgan lady looks so weird. She's just a brunette.
Yeah. That's completely normal.
It's completely normal. We're gonna continue.
Yeah, let's get going.
Yeah.
So last time, we did some investigate. We started with the getting back into the courtroom segment,
Mhm.
and it went pretty well. We got to interview, Huey Rogers,
Right.
among other things. And then there was a kerfuffle, and then, there was explosive gun violence in the courtroom. result.
Yeah, things didn't go great.
But that gave us the extra time we needed to investigate the crime scene again after that. And now we are going to go to a host club to chat up beautiful women and men of various persuasions. Let's take this unnamed woman.
Hey there, tall, red, and mysterious.
Ladies, please come in. Don't be shy. Let me guide you to a booth.
Local host is such a great name
That's a
for
good
Cyberpunk
name for a
Host
host
Club.
club. Yeah.
Can we take a seat for now?
With taste as expensive as yours? If you get near a menu, these people will drain my checking account on overpriced champagne faster than I can blink.
Oh, champagne!
As much as you'd like.
This is gonna derail fast if I don't find a way to shut it down. Surefire way to get exactly the right kind of attention and douse their salesmanship in one go. I'll need to go with that.
You can use that technique.
Let's say Otzi, take this one as a third voice.
Hey, please don't frown. A smile would suit your pretty face much better.
I need to speak with your manager.
Critical damage taken.
What happened? They're all walking away.
My champagne!
My booze!
Hey, Mama. Yeah, There's some kind of, I don't know, accountant or whatever here to talk to you.
Her face getting referred to as an accountant.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna remember that person who said that. And I'm gonna kill them later.
I'm gonna find
Morgan.
you, fucker.
Morgan will remember that.
The voice on the other end of his earpiece grumbles a response. A cranky one, judging by his reaction.
Mom will be out in a second. You're expected to buy something in the meantime.
You got tap water?
You don't want to drink the tap water in this district.
Soda water?
It's all overpriced, lady. Might as well get something you'll enjoy.
Hmm.
I thought my first visit to a host club would be more celebratory than this.
I'm glad that Sarah has not only planned to visit a host club, but with the certainty that it would not be her only time visiting a host club.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that it would be like an absolute barn burner, right?
Yeah.
Like she's got dreams about this host club.
Sarah just like, I always thought the first time I rolled an SSR in a gotcha would be like a broken one. How much thought have you given the subject?
Too much.
So, let's take a look around.
Let's investigate.
What's the auto find button?
Investigation.
Don't mind me, I'm gonna add some foley by occasionally drinking water.
That's okay. I'm occasionally drinking tea. That's why is it auto? Stop that.
Go
Why
away,
would you do
Otto.
that?
I don't
You
know why.
skipped over me!
Here's your line.
Do you think they were being literal when they said you were expected to make a purchase?
Probably. Doesn't mean I'll oblige them. Though it's not like spending money here will make them less likely to cooperate.
I would offer some suggestions based on customer reviews and price points, but for some reason I don't see prices listed on any of the items on their menu. Was a mistake made when formatting the data?
I really hate this place. Oh, we're gonna forget it because I know this advances the thing.
Mm.
Never mind. I'm not gonna order anything.
What made you change your mind?
I just remembered that they'll probably sign me up for their newsletter if I do. So instead, let's just do this manually. There's reading, we'll get to reading later. I'll save reading for like last.
Have you ever been to an establishment like this before?
No.
Not even when you were apprenticing?
There may have been certain work parties where attendance was strongly encouraged, but I'd never set foot within a kilometer of a place like this otherwise.
I suppose if you have a hard spending limit, there's only so much you can enjoy.
And it's not a matter of cost. It's a matter of taste.
Surely everyone enjoys being paid attention, no? It's flattering.
Not everyone takes to being complimented.
I see. So you respond more to being challenged?
What do you think?
Perhaps not.
Also, if you noticed, I think this might be a little bit of a Easter egg question mark, but this figure over here looks a little bit like Han, with the haircut and then also the thing going on here in the center of the chest.
Oh, hey. Maybe they used the concept art as a for the render that.
It might also be a thing that's drawn attention to later, but that is something I noticed like the first time seeing that before, because like you can see that there's like the three drops pattern as well.
Ah.
Bad enough that I'm walking into the lion's den here, stepping even further into blue blood territory to defend an Ikaria assassin. Do I really have to wait for the shoe to drop in a place this sleazy too?
Are you perhaps not enjoying yourself, Adonai?
You're getting better at picking up on that.
You are frowning quite openly. Are we in danger of being arrested here?
There's nothing illegal about a host club. They gave us a definitionary term, but I mean, like, they're the same. They're. It is not a different paradigm of hosting strictly.
Yeah, we know what a host club is.
Yeah, I've played Yakuza.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you just uncomfortable then?
Unamused. Is there anything else over here that isn't ordering? Survey says no. I guess we're reading. What kind of light reading gets tossed around a club like this? Probably something along the lines of, I spent every night at a host club for 1 year. Here's what the staff taught me about emotional workloads in corporate settings. Oh, wait, this actually looks somewhat interesting. Who wants to take this one?
I know for a fact that I'm about to have a lot of character voicing to do.
I will do it because I don't think I'm
yeah.
going to be coming up a lot in this scene.
All right, Ben, take it away.
Fungus stymies bamboo, stokes unrest. Less than ideal rainfall patterns, met with greater than usual saltwater flooding, had already left many of the tropically centered microfarms that produce most of the world's bamboo struggling to meet demand. Now, with increasingly widespread reports of fungal infections, tensions are beginning to rise in the region as its large migrant worker population is faced with the possibility of one of the worst quarters on record. Bamboo is a highly versatile crop, cultivated successfully for thousands of years and on all 7 continents, if one counts the agricultural science labs in the Antarctic Peninsula. But in recent decades, advances in agricultural genetics and greater restrictions on the lumber industry's woodcutting activity have led to bamboo becoming a premier organic manufacturing and construction material for much of the world, especially in impoverished regions that often lack the machinery required to process advanced synthetic equivalents.
Real quick sidebar to give Ben a moment to breathe. I love the very underspoken weasel wording of greater restrictions on the lumber industry's woodcutting activity as you know, reference to ecological what's the word? Guidelines, things of that nature.
The hardy plant can grow in a wide variety of environments and in humidity levels, and has even been considered an aggressive invasive species at times. But modern genetically modified monocultures are tailored to grow specifically in a small number of tropic and subtropic biomes, intended to provide a stable cash crop for regions that have historically struggled to farm soy, sugar, or wheat. But it's a delicate balancing act between tuning a cultivar to a target environment and rendering it unviable in the wild, and years like this one can put that vulnerability on full display. The fungus practically chews through the groves. You can see it growing with the naked eye, said one worker who requested anonymity due to concerns over their citizenship status. The company tells us to just burn it all, but it's too damp for anything to catch fire. Bamboo is hard to burn, so they want us using this incendiary stuff, and they won't pay for us to have masks. Data on the efficacy of burn pits is combating the spread of the fungus is limited, but most corporate officials agree that the risk of inhalation among personnel is low, and masks are an unnecessary measure. Some of the migrant worker population, however, is arguing that the hesitancy to provide masks is more politically motivated. Plotter's rebellion was decades ago, but the gas mask is still a powerful symbol even today. Back then, workers went on strike because of the conditions growing mushrooms in the fungal plots were so unbearable. Now this fungus is cutting into profits again, and you've got a lot of workers depending on the industry. A lot of young people who could easily be out of work. I'd be surprised if they weren't getting nervous. It is true that the region is home to a disproportionately young population, as many international trade schools have flocked to tropical climates in an attempt to attract students with the promises of low cost of living and vacation-like idyllic conditions. Though education lies firmly in the realm of corporate authority, government officials are also keenly aware of the risks and challenges associated with such a large student population. Ramsey syndrome remains a serious concern among "We're having difficulty authenticating your identity. Can you provide some basic info so we can get this web zone displaying properly for you?"
If you'll provide your identifying personal information to this web zone, I'll mail you some pizza rolls. For $15.99 plus shipping and handling per pizza roll.
Please sign up for our pizza roll mailing system. We'll send you discount codes for pizza rolls.
Not the pizza roll related reading material I expected to find here. But judging from the article, the Megs are getting concerned about This
Yeah.
one seems pretty
Unrest.
obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this one- yeah.
The fungus is a problem, sure, but they've engineered their crops around problems like it 100 times before. Easier to update the monoculture genetics than your entire global economic model. The Megs are probably more concerned about all the young people getting agitated about their job security. The warmer the waters, the bigger the storms they brew.
On deck.
Please.
What exactly are you expecting?
Well, with a title like Mama, I would expect a stern but fair, nurturing figure who...
What the hell do you want?
I wanted to speak with you.
If you want something from someone, start by showing some goddamn manners. How cheap are you? You won't buy one measly drink.
Oh, we got locked out of that opportunity. I see. When I did this in the playthrough, I mean, I could just reload to show it off, but I feel like this is better
Nah, this
for
is more
kayfabe.
fun.
When I did this, I got to that last, and I didn't have the option to back off. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually a different scene that plays for if you do order something based on what you order.
That's funny.
I didn't honestly, I would have just gone through with it if I'd known that was going to back us off, because the scene you get for one of those options is really good. But I guess if you're watching this, you'll just have to buy the game yourself and find out
That's
what
right.
I could be
You
talking
just have to
about.
play of the devil.
The champagne,
Wow.
the champagne scene's really good. Trust me.
Your whole generation got no goddamn clue about what money's worth anymore. Cheap about the stupidest things. You'll blow a year's paycheck on an android worth more than your apartment, but you won't invest in some goddamn short sleeves.
Excuse me?
I would excuse you, but you're wearing gloves and a goddamn black blazer. You'd die of heat stroke if I sent you outside.
Humidity levels do rise greatly, moving from above the canopy to the lower wards.
The copper in a parka wants to tell me something about lower wards weather.
Coppers in a parka, turtle power.
What's the goddamn world coming to?
Taking a sippy. If you won't kick us out, does that mean you're willing to talk?
Barely. You haven't exactly put me in a chatty mood with your penny pinching bullshit.
Introductions, then. I'm...
Morgan, Esquire, criminal defense attorney representing Sosuke Akaria. With a glowing green toaster as your +1.
Couldn't have put it better myself, miss.
Kim, Hana, small business owner.
That sounds like euphemism to me. Let's find out more about Kim Hana. Small business owner.
Likes joint cracking, yeah. That is
Yeah.
fun.
Hidden talent, is this a woman after Claire's heart?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm jealous of that skill. I want to be able to do that.
A very interesting lady. Oh, it's her birthday soon, actually, in like 9 days.
Oh,
Hey.
good for her.
She might be being born soon. And one of the more influential members of the Blue Blood Old Guard, I take it?
The old guard are only blue bloods that have any influence at all. First gens and young bloods should count themselves lucky to be middle management.
Could you really be calling them young bloods?
Oh, now the neon robot is gonna preach to all of us about political correctness?
Really, madam?
I know PC. My gen invented PC. We've got PC coming out of our ears. So I mean it when I say young blood is a term of endearment.
Well then, I won't hesitate to use it.
To their face? Better not. They'd knock your teeth out.
How about a trade, Miss Kim?
Mrs., you're talking to a widow.
I love that smile she says
I
when she says
know.
that.
So proud.
She is my favorite character now.
The face of someone who probably killed their husband.
Mm-hmm.
One who doesn't need anything from you. Not the best position to start bargaining from.
Well, in fairness, we have a pretty good idea of what category of people are responsible for her husband dying in all likelihood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trading information. If you think I can't give you anything, you're not thinking very hard.
Oh, yeah? What do you think you've got?
Something I can tell her that she doesn't already know.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's a good. Ooh.
We know from our earlier discussions, she probably doesn't care about this middle one.
Right.
Because, like, the way Kasim talked about it, like, he has kind of made up like a guy who got sent in there to die.
Mm-hmm.
But also there's a media blackout, so she doesn't necessarily know it, necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
she
know.
set that guy at, like, she doesn't give a shit. If she cared, she wouldn't have sent him in the first place.
We
Like,
know the
she's-
answer to this one, but I don't know if we can actually say it.
Yeah.
And this one, I don't know that we're confident in our reasoning or not, or if it's still in the guesswork phase.
Right.
So what do y'all think?
I'm not truly sure. I'm gonna leave it up to your discretion, Saturn.
OT, Ben, do you have a preference?
Oh. The Little Lord ID seems like what she'd want, but I don't feel confident in what we have for an answer. Like, if we say what we think it is, she'll be like, "That's just your opinion."
Right.
That's just a hunch, baby.
It's been long enough
Anyone
since I've
can
done
take
this
a
that I no
guess.
longer remember which one I picked. So I'm kind of just like... Does chat have any opinions? Other
I
ones
feel like
you could
I feel like Creek's Killer would be the funniest option. But we're doing high
True.
roller mode, so, you know.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we
We
gotta
have a
play a
lot of
little bit.
chips. We have a lot of chips to play with.
we're also like
Much
not
job.
in court, so if we have to reload or something, we can just do that, and that's fine.
That's
I
true.
suppose that's
Go.
true.
Go. I'm gonna roll back. I'm gonna say go with Little Lord ID. Let's see if we can bluff our way with that one.
I
So
might be.
we have one for this and one for this. Do we have any tiebreakers in chat?
Actually, let's click Creek's Killer because I think it'll be funny.
That's right, baby.
All right, let's go with that
And
one.
then, yeah.
She'd probably be interested in the real answer, but it's not one I'm willing to give. And at the moment, I don't even have that great of a patsy to put forward.
Oh, okay. So we just
Alright.
get the pick. Okay, the Little Lord ID. Let's try that one then.
Even if I'm right, I'd only be telling her that Chapon's dead and of no use to her. There's also the chance that she has no idea the Little Lord is even real, in which case I'd be showing way more of my hand than I'd like.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
So it is this one.
I was
Alright,
wondering
well,
why I
alright
didn't
then.
remember which one I picked.
I guess I just didn't think
That's-
she'd give a shit.
Yeah.
I can tell you what happened at the courthouse today.
If something worth knowing had happened, it'd be in the news by now.
There is currently a blackout on media coverage of today's events.
There's always leaks.
Finding one will take time. I can give you a first-hand account right now.
Yeah, there's always leaks, and Morgan's like, yes, and I'm going to give you one.
Yes, and I am one.
I love leaking. Hey, we got back that credit we lost. Let's
Yay!
go!
Yay!
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
1 second later.
Un second.
We install.
Bresson. That goddamn idiot. Completely useless.
He did manage to infiltrate an entire courtroom full of police officers, even knowing he wouldn't make it out alive.
And he still failed to hit the easiest shot of his life. But Bresson's just an incompetent addict. The useless idiot is the one who sent him there.
Not you, I take it?
Old guard sounds like it moves slow and wise, but we've got our fair share of hot-headed dumbasses too.
I'm eating a donut. 1 second.
That's fine. Donut. Nom, nom, nom.
Did you bring that donut inside of the club?
Well, obviously, I
Whoa.
wasn't going to pay for one in here. Are you out of your
They're
mind?
charging $45 for two
sounds-
donuts. It's Fallout inflation in here.
That sounds like the concept for like a fucking 4chan green text thread where like someone brings like McDonald's into the hostess club.
Morgan, like, for $45 for 2 donuts, there'd better be a beautiful woman eating them off of me. And Sarah's like, that is in fact the advertised service, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case.
Impatient, hot-headed dumbasses.
Time is money.
My turn to ask a question. Money. Is that why you've been going after Makoto? Trying to drum up a king's ransom because you can't go to war without a war chest?
Who says we're at war? Who says we're in any rush? Our plans are measured in decades, you little shit.
No, time isn't on your side right now. Right now, more than anything, you need money.
God damn it!
More than
This is-
anything, Hana Kim needed a lot of money
lot of
right
money.
now.
Now.
Says who? You?
No, the Golden Witch. It says the headlines. Time's running out before you miss the bus on... That's one we do know. The drugs.
It is that. That's right. Yes, we did know that.
Nirvana. Everyone in the capital knows it'll be legalized before the end of the year.
Oh yeah, I forgot she was like that was the connection there.
Yeah, because the Blue Bloods are already making it gray market, and once it goes legal, they're going to get basically pushed out by all the corpo interests who can actually do it the legitimate way.
Yeah, won't anyone think of the humble mom and pop heroin dealer?
But more
Won't
than I
anyone
sell
think
drugs to the community.
Like dynamite. That's still drugs.
That's still drugs to the community. Won't anyone think of Heisenberg in this situation?
Party drug. Dumb money.
Yes, dumb money. Best kind of money there is, and you could rake it in by the truckload. If you had the starting capital to build a dispensary network beforehand. As things stand, the Grey Wave is gonna roll your hard work up in a ball and hand it off gently to the mags. And the Icaria. You've been losing this game to them for 3 decades straight, but I can see you still haven't gotten used to it.
Of course not. Who the hell just roll over for those upstart bootlicking? That goddamn fox smirking behind his perfumed incenses and his painted screens and his sheets of gold leaf. Should have cut out his eyes when I had the chance.
I'm acquainted with the Hound. Who's the fox?
Do we conduct a survey of all the IFG members' back tattoos? I volunteer.
The fox, the kitsune, goddamn Daisuke Ikaria, of course.
The family's patriarch? Haven't had the chance to meet him in person.
Knew there had to be a reason an Ikaria lawyer didn't already stink of cigar smoke.
Adelaide does smoke, despite my repeated warnings about the health hazards. Have you had your olfactory checkup lately? Loss of smell can be the first sign of...
I don't stink. That's the takeaway. Now admit it. You want to capture Makoto Ikaria so you can afford to ride Nirvana to legitimacy.
I don't want to capture Makoto Ikaria. You know her history?
In brief,
So what part of that summary made you think that if I had the chance to end the Ikarian line, I wouldn't take it immediately?
are you speaking for yourself or the whole old guard?
Nah, my turn to ask. Is the Hound gonna make it?
You asking about my legal defense strategy?
His injuries. Any chance he's gonna keel over from an infection after Creek's pod worked him over? Did Bresson somehow manage to nick him?
He is still recovering from the injuries he sustained when captured, but he was not harmed during the incident in the courtroom today.
Yeah, Bresson didn't even manage a scratch.
Not a scratch, huh? Did he even get a shot off?
A detective on scene responded before he could.
A detective?
Yes. Why?
Not wasting a question on him, of all people.
Ooh, what do you know that we don't?
What do you know about our favorite slimy old man?
Hey,
Are they exes?
Are you in the same?
Oh, they're definitely exes.
Are you in the same age bracket? Do you have experiences you want to tell us about?
Can you please tell us all about him?
Jessica Starling, like, please tell me all about him, please.
I need to know.
Is it big? Please tell me it's big.
Jessica, do you have a sense for this or something? How
Jessica,
did you
aren't
get in here?
Jessica, it's the
I'm
middle of
always
the working
listening.
day. I thought you had a job. Not anymore.
She's
It's a
literally
lunch
like,
break.
she literally like pops out of an air vent in the rafters.
Jessica Starling anywhere system.
I heard someone talking about old man dick.
Speaking of which, the bottle spun back around. Are the Blue Bloods working with the Chapon family to profit off Proposition 492?
You missed that one. Try another.
What do you mean?
You think Mr. and Mr. Chopin are working hand in hand for a little cross-class embezzling?
This is such a good sprite, by the way.
I know, I love
Yeah.
her.
Oh, the hair flip.
Those rich pricks wouldn't piss on us if we were on fire, and the feeling's mutual.
But they're backing Proposition 492. If you could buy the land they need before the city knows that it needs it.
The Chapon family aren't your collaborators. They're your marks.
Bingo! Kid gets a prize.
Bingo! I don't think we have that on the
We don't have
soundboard
that
anymore.
one. We go.
No.
Pay pig era is over.
Discord, fix your shit so we feel comfortable giving you money again.
Please.
No. I'm not giving Discord any money ever again.
That's okay. I'm fine with that. I miss my sounds and my emotes. Please. Why did you do this to me?
My animated emotes.
I was a Nitro subscriber for 9 years and you threw it all away. The easiest money you ever made off a schmuck like me. Fuck. Or they were. The plan's worthless now. That whole courtroom heard me explain how Creek had red ink documents on Prop 492. Whatever blueprints, whatever land the city had in mind, they'll change all of it. Other one, dude, I haven't looked into it, but I can tell you for free, too much effort for it to be worth me doing in a way that would also enable that my co-hosts have perpetual access to it. If it was just me as a solo streamer, like, that's not a big deal. Like, I could literally just buy a fucking thing. Like, if I wanted something, I could just, like, a literal soundboard if I wanted to. But part of the appeal of the Discord thing is that my co-hosts could also do it. So,
I have to hit Saturn with the dodgeball at least twice a week.
yeah, due to my oracular visions.
Mhm. Thanks for that, by the way.
Don't blame me. Your plan was always fragile. It was destined to collapse the moment that anyone with more pull than a ticketing officer heard that Blue Bloods had eyes on real estate. Meaning the Blue Bloods would kill to keep those documents from circulating.
Yeah, well, that's just how it goes for Plan Bs.
Plan B.
Now answer me this. What did you see on those red ink docs that tipped our hand about Prop 492?
Well, it was mentioned in abbreviation, if not in name. P492. That was a pretty big giveaway.
He must have had more to go on than that. Names, diagrams.
I saw Councilman Long's name on there.
Long, that sloppy bastard.
Wait, you didn't know what was on those papers. Not exactly. You didn't know where Prop 492 leaked from.
What are you saying? It leaked from that Brat Creek, obviously.
Red ink means it was printed off from somewhere you trust in a place run by people you trusted. And it doesn't sound like you trusted Creek.
Are these your questions? Because they're terrible. And pointless. Blondie's already dead.
So Chapon wasn't in on the plan. What possibilities are left then? Might as well try asking while I have the chance. My client overheard something interesting during his captivity. Talk of the Blue Bloods bringing in a huntsman.
Fake. And you don't even know what that means. Your client heard wrong, and you're a fool for believing him without any proof.
Sorry, guess he misheard. He must have also misheard that you'd brought a no mask into the city.
Did Sosuke mention that?
It's called a bluff, Sarah. Yeah, he must have been delirious. After all, if there had been a no mask at the crime scene, it would have turned up during the police investigation.
Huntsman. Ridiculous. Maybe he's real, maybe he's fake. Maybe he's already behind you.
Ah!
Ah!
Plays the meet the spy.
you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say meet the spy theme.
He could be in this very room.
Phantoms like that get their power from uncertainty. If I answer your question at all, that'd be your answer.
Huntsman like, and now she has drawn me having coitus with the Eiffel Tower, and we both have stink lines coming off of us.
of us.
You know what's funny is the spy actually does have a no mask as one of his hats.
Classic
Sure.
scout.
Did you do this line? Or-
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay. I get lost in the goofing sauce sometimes.
I said sometimes you just gotta really get lost in the bit. I get it.
Schrodinger's box is already open though, and the mask isn't there anymore. If it's not in the hands of the huntsman, then who has it?
A dead man. Who just doesn't know it yet. Final round.
But what if we still want to ask?
Our house, my rules. Who hired you?
Why would she spend her final question on that? How do we answer?
I mean, it seems like the answer is that it's Makoto, right? Because of Makoto's own personal affections for Sosuke?
But do we want to tell her that?
I guess that's true.
Also, realistically, and this is just me
Also-
thinking through it, does Makoto have the independent agency and forethought to actually be the person who hired Morgan?
I guess that's a good point. I feel like Makoto probably would have just been like demanding to use whatever lawyers they already had at their disposal.
Makoto would just go and demand to speak to the law's manager.
True. I guess the thing is we don't know. I mean, we know, but we don't know. You know?
I feel like either of these are equally honest.
Sure.
Yeah. But I think House Akari would have her be like, okay, yeah, mathematician's answer.
Yeah. I think
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
is kind of.
I don't know has the funner or like spicier option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that one. I don't know.
Hear it.
Yet you had to ask.
Cha-ching!
Apparently, someone recommended me to Makoto.
Well, however it started, the Icaria have their leeches on you now, girl. If I were you, I'd find out where they latched on and pry them off. Or they bleed you dry.
I'm basically just doing them a favor. I doubt we'll have any further transactions.
Try telling them that.
Well, you would be the expert on blood sucking.
Vampire.
Careful. Careful, girl.
Come to think of it, I have one last question myself.
That ain't the deal.
Then it can be rhetorical. What are you going to do? You lost all your heirs during the fall of leaves.
Adonai?
You're reviled by the international blue bloods for locking your treasure behind a GFA you can't crack. Now, all of the old guard need transplants and transfusions from the first and second gens just to stay alive. And they won't be glad to keep that up forever. Eventually you, all of you, will die. Will you rest in peace, knowing everything you ever managed to build will be laundered at, what, 30%?
40%.
35%? Just to end up in the hands of some punks you tutor?
What a nice young girl you are, worrying about your elders. Well, don't worry your pretty little head over dear sweet granny here.
1 second. This says Otsine Sarah. Let me check my Discord settings real quick. If not, worst case scenario, I can just up the...
Oh, do I need to...
I'm just gonna give y'all a
Do
little
I need-
boost.
Okay.
OT is already about as boosted on Discord as I want to, so I am also going to reduce the... I have like a little bit of a limiter on there, because if I leave y'all at like uncapped volume, you all three of you will consistently come through significantly louder than me. So I do have
Okay.
like a reduced, but I adjusted the levels. So Teebs, as we
Okay.
continue, let me know if it is improved or if I need to adjust anything further.
I might also need to boost it on my end if it doesn't come through clean enough. I can also just kind of boost my own audio just a skosh. And we'll see what happens. So let us
Sure.
know.
OT,
Sounds
can you
good.
speak some for us?
I am talking, and I am talking. If people want to listen to me, now is their opportunity.
Sarah's now louder and Sarah.
Okay.
OT's good. I also did adjust Sarah's volume significantly and didn't touch OT, so I'll put hers back to where I had it.
Maybe maybe it's just that Oates' microphone got a little bumped. It's very easy to bump that thing and like
It's a
become
shitty
much
headset.
quieter.
I've had
great.
OT. I've had OT at 150% on Discord since like last time we streamed this. Basically, I had Sarah at about 100. I think you were at like 97 because I misticked it at some point. But I put you
Cool.
I put you to 125 a second ago, and I dropped you back to like 105. So I think we're okay.
Cool. We're good now. Let's go.
Okay.
Because she's a mean old bitch in a line of work where anyone stupid dies off young. She and hers are going to be just fine. Don't forget to close your tab before you go.
I didn't buy anything.
You're about to get rung up for a bunch of stuff.
Did you get any useful information from your rhetorical question, Adonai?
The question irritated her, but it didn't make her despair. I may have misread this. The old guard have a way forward.
Proposition 492 is no longer an option.
Leaving them with Plan A.
The Little Lord? But Tariq Shapan is dead.
Yeah, he is.
It's the Sarah Power Hour. How dare they? After all they put him through down there in that ring hole of a city district. To try and kill Sosuke in the courtroom of all places. The nerve of those blue blood scum.
If we just wait for him to stop, we'll be standing here until morning.
So, should we speak up?
I don't know. I'm terrible with children. Listen, just keep nodding, and if he calms down enough to ask a non-rhetorical question, get my attention.
What are you going to do?
Try consulting an expert. What do kids your age like?
This is Oates now, right?
No, that's you, actually.
Oh, that's you. You're Fran.
Unless you want to hand it off to Oates because you are doing quite a lot of voices.
It's fine. I might as well.
You are Brat, I am Masters.
Right.
Yeah.
Not my birthday.
I'm not asking for you.
And I'm not a kid. So I wouldn't know. If it's for Sarah. I'm not a robot either.
What would someone younger than you like?
I don't know. Even one grade below me. Their sense of humor is impenetrable. The other day, the school announced they're going to be doing test prep at every grade level. And the talk comment, before it got deleted, was a picture of a fish with boots. And the caption was, battering me and frying me in oil for 4 minutes on each side. It is funny.
It's not that impenetrable. It's a very basic non sequitur.
How's this for a non sequitur? Go ask someone else.
All you did there was get back on topic.
Why are you even asking?
I've been hired by a youth, and I need to interrupt their temper tantrum.
Well, what do you want me to do from here? Act them some fork knife bucks?
What is that? Would that work?
Also, what do you mean a youth hired you? Ah. So they must be like... Rich.
Yes.
I'm like the worst to ask for advice then. What do I know about rich kids?
Your academy is full of them.
Why do you think I do as much of my schoolwork as possible from my dorm?
Don't you at least have a roommate?
Oh. Never got assigned one. Guess there was some kind of unavoidable computer error on their end.
This is hopeless.
We're usually good at gift giving and shit. Buttering up judges. Bribing court officials. Slipping coins into viziers' purses.
You have a very antiquated view of what my work entails. Medieval, in fact.
I've heard you.
Kids got jokes.
It's got fire.
Imagine
you
how like demoralizing it would be if you had like a 14-year-old in your life who was objectively funnier than you.
Oh, I would end it immediately.
Yeah, you'd never see me in public again.
There's
Saturn.
no coming back from this.
Yeah.
Saturn,
Yes.
Big Gay Nerds started 10 years ago.
That was you, yeah, actually.
That was you?
Yeah, now I say that out loud. That was you. Shit. I guess there's a reason I became a hermit.
Yeah.
I wasn't that funny back then. That's the
Yeah.
nicest thing any of you have literally ever said about me in your 10 years of knowing me. How curious.
It's like thinking about the fact that I knew you when you were a teenager. That's weird.
No,
didn't.
they weren't. No, you weren't. No, they weren't a teenager.
No, I was like, let me think. We started in 2016. I was like 21 at the time.
Okay, so you were functionally a teenager.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
it's
you're a
so
teenager
funny
until you're
that,
like
the point at which I would have been like, that's an insane thing to say, ended for me the instant I turned 30, and I'm like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly.
A 21-year-old is basically a teenager. Like, if you ever see me interacting routinely with a 21-year-old, you're right to be suspicious.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like morally wrong for me to spend time with someone who's 21 years of age. Like, my God, what could we talk about?
Functionally an infant at that point, right? Like there's there's children on our Discord who are 21 years of age, and I'm like, who are you?
I
What is
I
this?
was talking with one of these children recently, and it was demoralizing to find out that the Call of Duty game that they played most, and like the one that was like the they really threw their time into it as like their defining thing with the series, came out like 5 years after I stopped playing Call of Duty games. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's rough. It hurts to remember
It does
that
hurt.
time passes by ceaselessly and cruelly.
Did you know that it never stops?
It
It
never
never
stops.
stops, and then you die.
You can only go forward.
The Discord team council has decided your fate.
Oh God.
If there's anyone on our Discord that is under 20 years old, what possible entertainment are you getting out of us, for one thing? And another thing, how dare you?
It would have
How
to be
dare
like someone with
How
like
dare you
some
be
sort
that
of-
young?
with some sort of Morgan-esque personality disorder that makes them think that spectating the elderly is somehow entertaining.
They just
Like, we're
like
not-
watching us stumble.
We don't play Minecraft or Fortnite, so why are you here?
I don't know what a fucking Robux is, okay? Like
The only Robux I know is the Sears Robux calendar.
that's right.
And
The only
I don't
Robux
think
I
they
know is
print
the
that
town in
anymore.
Alabama, right? Like, come on.
I don't think it exists anymore.
You see,
Yeah,
kids,
Sears
there
went out of
used to-
business.
You see, kids, there used to be these gigantic buildings full of smaller buildings that were stores, and it was called a mall. And when I was your age, we used to be able to go to them and hang out at the mall, and it didn't cost us money. We could just go there.
hours.
But between then and now, people who were my age when I was your age, decided that it's soy and lame for children to be allowed to exist in public unattended.
That the entire time you're saying that, I'm just imagining your like VTuber thing is doing like the Fortnite floss dance, as like a way to like educate children with
To
the
make them pay attention.
Yeah.
Right?
It would be feasible for me to figure
No,
out
please
how
don't.
to do that. Because this is just like I do have a full body 3D model that is rigged. I would just have
Can
to
you
put Fortnite animations in there.
You've
can
got to
you
get back
your-
on topic. I'm
We have to
Can you
sorry.
get
get your
back on
VTuber?
track.
Saturday, can you make your VTuber dab? Are kids still dabbing?
They don't.
I don't
Nobody
have
does.
hand
Nobody
tracking
dabs
on right
anymore,
now,
bro.
so no. If I had
Okay.
hand tracking on, I could, but I don't, because otherwise every time I went and scratched my face, I'd like do a bannable Twitch gesture at the camera as my hand shot overhead randomly. I just got distracted for a second because my face sprite went angry mode for like a single frame, and I didn't press anything for that to happen. And I'm discovering new features of
You're
the
scared.
software I didn't know existed that
Yeah.
scare me. Whatever photo that is failed to send.
God damn it. I mean, what would you do if they were a rich adult? Flatter them or whatever.
Rich adults are used to people wanting their money. Flattery puts them on guard.
So what's the approach?
I guess I should just be mean to this little shit idiot. You approach them as though you already work for them. Pretend you're a butler. Acting on wordless commands they've given without an original thought in your head. They aren't suspicious of anyone they feel like they already own.
That mostly makes sense. So do that. They've probably got more in common with a rich adult than kids their own age. Or, anyone else with a soul. Unless there's some reason you can't do the iconic butler technique here.
Because I don't want to act subservient to a child.
This kid did straighten himself slightly when he tried to tack him to the ground, but that was the extent of it.
Yes, as my ad says, no one was hurt. Well, the attacker was part of an officer-involved shooting, but no one else was hurt.
Love that, by the way. Almost injured himself trying to knock Sarah
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Oh, well then perhaps we should just forgive and all make peace. These fools will regret their actions. The anger of the house once roused is not easily satisfied.
Yet, I thought there was a lull, but he's ready to start back up again.
As Sun Tzu says,
Your opponent is full of choleric temper. Seek to irritate him.
well, yes, but
Please calm yourself, Makoto of House Ikaria. We need to speak with you.
Makoto just like, my bit!
about what?
About Sosuke.
You think he's done something to deserve this?
That's not what I...
There's nothing Sosuke could have done to justify what those blue bloods have put him through.
I assumed as much, but... Makoto has no idea what the Hound of Ikaria was doing up until a year ago, does he?
Questions are foolish. I'll not waste my time.
A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer.
Quote the Bhagavad Gita all you want, robot girl. It is not impressive for a machine to...
Bruce Lee said that.
Well, he was probably paraphrasing at the time.
Will you help us or not, Makoto?
Please?
If it's for Sosuke.
This one is an Otzi character. A certain
yeah.
old fogey.
Fuck.
Handsome old man.
I don't know if I can do this one.
Well, actually, you have a minute to contemplate, because I think an ad break is starting very briefly. So
Oh, good. I have to use a bathroom, so that's
yes.
perfect.
I can give us a little bit of time to marinate on what kind of voice you want to do for that.
Cool. All right. Well, then I will be right back.
Sorry, that other one, dude, left us with a banger.
And Bruce Lee probably knows more about fighting than you do because he invented it! I always love whenever someone quotes Sun Tzu, because I always think of my favorite meme of all time, which is Sun Tzu's The Art of War, and it's just a Wojak Sun Tzu going, you should deceive your enemies, and then Chinese noble going, wow!
That is, in fairness, most, like, not pre-classical, like pre-medieval writing of any kind is basically having someone who's smart trying to tell things to a noble that are really obvious and make a lot of sense, but frame it in a way as though the noble is smart for understanding it.
Yeah, I know. I love it's the best. Like everyone thinks like, or everyone treats like The Art of War as like this great tactical textbook that like only the smartest could understand, and it literally is all, hey, your soldiers need to eat food.
There was a class I took in undergrad, because my undergrad was history, and as opposed to my graduate, which was not history. But I did a lot of history courses, and one of the classes I took was romance in the Middle Ages, and it was specifically like, hey, so like, what's the fucking like, what do we understand about the way like not just marital relationships, but specifically romantic relationships worked in real medieval history, right? And one of the funniest things about that was a book called, I believe it was The Art of Courtly Love. that was contemporary. It was like written by a guy in the 1500s, and it was directly like addressed to a noble who he worked for, and it was basically just the ins and outs of like, okay, so you fancy someone of this social strata. Here's how you should act. And just like, it had an almost satiric, like it wasn't a satire, but it was kind of grimly funny. The way where it's like, well, you know, if it's like, you know, you fancy this girl from like this noble house that you aren't betrothed to, but like could be. Here's what you do, right? But then also had things like, okay, you've met like a commoner or something, and you want this commoner real bad. Look, man, I don't know what to tell you. It's just like, ultimately, you're going to do whatever you're going to do. I don't have any advice to offer you for that. However, if you want to get with someone who is your second cousin, but it's not proven, I can give you some tips. It's very funny. People are saying that they haven't been ad braked at all, but also I got a thing where the ad break came up and then went away.
Yeah,
so I
It
don't
happened,
know.
so...
OBS's Twitch thing just lies to me sometimes. I'm going to assume it's fine now, though.
I have the stream open, and I did see an ad break pretty like, hey, we're happening, and then it went away pretty quickly. So
Well,
maybe it was a false positive.
Well,
Maybe.
I had an actual ad happen, but it was like literally a 15-second ad, and that was it.
that's fine. Well, we're back. Have you thought about the voice you want to do for this old man yet?
I think I got it.
All right.
Let's see.
Damn it. I tried to click back into the window.
Enough!
Electric blue irises flash a deadly glare. The room's shadows seem to extend in his presence, curling and deepening like ink dropped into water. That's a gangster.
Chairman. All of you, show some respect now.
He says it out of practice without actually looking around the room. One glance would have shown him there was no need to demand respect. Every head was already bowed.
Everyone was kneeling out of respect.
I was literally going to say, I don't know if this is intended to be another Baki reference, but like...
That wording is too close for it to not be a Baki reference.
And it's like, I know Brian is putting Baki references in Of the Devil. He literally already has once.
Mm-hmm.
But
Listen,
it's still very funny.
Listen, you know what they say? If you see one Baki reference, you're going to see more.
I know that Brian is like soul kindred to me because he is the only other person I have encountered who would think that Baki and Umineko should both be given pop culture references in nearly the same breath.
You know.
Yujiro Hanma rolling up on the island and just solving the crime. It's easy if you train hard enough. And then the narrator glazes him.
I'm just gonna start breaking arms until the real killer reveals themselves.
Saturn, what's stronger? The narrator glazing Yujiro Hanma or red text?
Strictly speaking, I think the narrator glazing Yujiro Hanma is red text.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's things that are like objectively true no matter what you do, and it cannot be changed. So I think like the narrator glazing Yujiro Hanma, they're just using red text to do it.
Perfect.
1 second.
So wise, bestie.
So true.
Man, fucking Baki.
I'm just saying, I can't stop thinking of Yujiro Hanma in the Umineko art style.
With the mitten hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the actual Ryukishi 07 mitten hands. Yeah,
the original art style.
Okay,
oh my god.
This is a man who's used to others not meeting his eye.
I hate thinking about it. Saturn, I think you have been muted for a hot minute.
I think you're still muted, Saturn.
Damn it! I
there you go.
manually unmuted in the stream, and
Ah,
then didn't press the button I used that is also Discord muted.
that's
Uh,
fair.
I did do my line read for the stream though. I'm pretty sure that came through.
Okay.
Okay.
So
The rest of you get lost.
their practiced obedience didn't betray them. They all slipped away into the halls of the complex without so much as a creak on the floorboards. And even so, their anxiety was screaming at me like a bad tell, begging to be taken advantage of. His presence here today was not expected.
Now then. Come here, Makotan.
Aw.
How are things on the front lines, huh? Makoto's the heir. So the chairman is his grandfather, of course, but... my little warlord, making his enemies tremble with fear every time he sets foot out the door.
You having to vacillate between these two voices line to line
It's not
gives you
enviable.
it just gives you the littlest taste of what I had to put up with for 60 hours of streaming Danganronpa V3.
I was not expecting the head of a house of nobility to be so, affectionate.
I thought you and father were still in the capital.
Well, we were. And we made a lot of powerful people in that city very frustrated while we were at it.
It made a lot of frustrating people very powerful, I'm sure.
Wish I'd see their dumb faces solemnly nodding when I canceled my meetings. Just to fly home and see my grandson.
You can just imagine this conversation them going between every line.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Chairman, apologies for the lack of introduction. This is...
I know exactly who she is. She's our lawyer. She any good?
She is not entirely incompetent.
I would hope he could say more than that.
And she is also somewhat perceptive, Chairman.
Knows when to keep her mouth shut, clearly. How bad can she be?
Commented on detail because I feel like we might have mentioned it when we first saw him, but I just have to bring it up again now. I love having someone who cigar chomps a vape.
I know.
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
Really
you can-
good.
I just want to like if we were to take a close look at that vape, like there are just like bite marks all over the end of it.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Her methods are odd. She came here to ask me about Sosuke for some reason.
Not another word.
Chairman?
Back in the storehouse on the second floor, there's a cask of sake that I won in a drinking game 5 or... I suppose it's been 6 years now. Would you go and fetch it for your grandfather?
Of course, but
Old trick of the trade. One sip and anything we tell her becomes inadmissible in court.
I see. Very clever, Chairman.
Makoto is allowed to drink sake? The hell's wrong with you? Of course he can't drink. It's the ceremony of it all, damn it.
Understood. I'll go retrieve it right away.
This is news to Makoto, who was hoping to try some sake.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Have one of those laybots that are in here fetch you a ladder first.
It's a step ladder.
Make them earn their keep for once. Put on a suit and pair of glasses, think you can just stand here for the rest of your career, you're lazy. Read your damn emails if you got nothing better to do. Should we be seated a certain way for...
There is no cask of sake.
Oh.
This is also news to her. She's very disappointed.
Yeah,
She was really looking
was
forward to it. Yeah.
she was excited to do some kind of ceremony.
But then the strategy becoming intoxicated in order to avoid. I made that up.
I just made it up.
Where's your evidence? I
My
made it up.
source is that I made it the fuck up.
God. All-timer video game character, really, if you think
Oh
about it.
god, yeah. Metal Gear Revenge 2, please.
Sequel
Revenge
fucking
2,
never.
please someday.
I'm not going to get too sidetracked. I do still think it's the funniest thing about that character specifically, and like him being that flavor of guy, and also reviving a specific Reagan era campaign motto, let's say, that became popular again later. It's crazy that it's like, oh, it's not just that Kojima himself has prognostication; it has infected the Metal Gear franchise from like the
Yeah, it
roots.
just keeps
Yeah.
happening.
They had this
Look.
completely different group of people made a Metal Gear game, and then they also did that. So funny.
Look, I'm just saying they're remastering 4 finally. They're freeing it from PS3 prison. The next logical step, you remaster Revengeance. And then Revengeance remastered sells so much that you make Revengeance 2.
Remaster, but Revengeance is already on PC.
Well, remaster it again.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Also,
fair.
there's not going to be anyone at Platinum left to remaster Revengeance or make a Revengeance 2.
True,
So that's
okay.
kind of a. Sadly, I think that dream's dead on the vine.
No!
Well, I wouldn't want modern Platinum to make Revengeance 2 anyway, so give it to someone who can actually make an action game.
Well, you're the lawyer. There any truth to what I just said?
No need for tricks like that. Attorney-client privilege already binds my hands. I'm working for House Icaria right now, Sarah. I mean, hell. Makoto could confess to me that he's a mass murderer, and I wouldn't be able to tell a soul.
So then why did you send Makoto away, Mr. Chairman, sir? I want to walk the gardens. Are we supposed to follow him?
He left that part unsaid.
How can you tell?
Hey, quick strategy meeting. You know what a butler is, right? I'm glad you have such an appreciation for attorney-client privilege, sir. It makes these conversations go much smoother. Also, I think in an earlier episode, when I mentioned that the fish would sometimes come out of the water, this is the scene where people would notice it because they'd wait here for a little bit, and then fish would just start swimming in front of the bridge.
They should have left it in.
Keep it in. It's funny.
It's okay to leave in a glitch if it's objectively funny.
Cyberpunk ass. But if you trust privilege so much, why don't you trust your grandson to be here?
Oh, hey, MCF, welcome. Happy to have you here. That is one of the programmers on the game who is responsible for fixing
Hey.
said fish bug.
Jeez.
Listen,
Thank you for your
listen.
hard work, but also, listen, it would be really funny.
I appreciate your efforts, but you didn't have to. You could have left that in. It would have been fine.
Don't kid yourself, Copper. That boy is the future of this family. If I didn't trust him, there would be no point to any of this.
It's still in. They're just killed when they stray.
In this cutscene, every so often we just hear a sniper shot go off and hit the water.
The guy who's paid to kill the robot pond fish for House Icaria makes like 125 grand a year.
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy, but he has to be like on guard all day, so it's not like
Yeah,
an
you
easy
always
job,
gotta
you
be
know?
on. Yeah, it's really hard.
It's
Yeah.
it's like a ward at a sniff or something. Like you have 3 people working 8-hour shifts each, and there's like no gaps allowed.
Yeah.
Everything I've built. Dynasties aren't dynasties unless you manage to actually fucking pass them down.
What you've built in the last 30 years is undeniably impressive. It must have required astonishing brutality.
Progress is brutality. And history is unkind to the gentle.
Is that why you orchestrated the fall of the leaves? To get your name in the history books?
Orchestrated. So grand. So full of it. We knocked on their doors, and when they opened them, we shot them. Walked up to them on the street, split their stomachs wide. Pulled up beside them and let loose full auto on their limos. Wasn't anything as complicated as orchestrated. I executed.
Let's learn about Daisuke.
Let's learn about Daisuke, the executor.
I'll talk about my damn weight. I'm 104 kilograms.
I love this facial expression they choose for him here in
Good.
this.
That's good, yeah.
Grandpa doesn't like phones at the dinner table. That sounds
Yeah.
about
Stop
right.
playing your damn Game Boy.
I'm undefeated at enjoying spicy food.
That's all.
Koto mini Kire ass.
Yeah, unfortunately, Morgan does have the thing on explicitly liking Mapo Tofu.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's because Morgan
I
and
like-
Kire are like functionally the same character in a lot of ways, so that makes sense.
Big
Would
fan of
HRT have fixed Kotomine Kire?
God, no.
The greatest discussion thread in the history of the Fate forums, locked after a single page when Unasu logged in to say, no, lol.
The thing is, yes, but everything about it would have been made worse. You don't want to fix Kotomine Kiri because that just makes him an even worse person.
That other one dude brings up an incredible point. It's impressive to smell like tobacco when you're vaping.
But what do you think
Good
what do you think the flavor of his vape is?
True.
Tobacco
It's
flavored
tobacco.
vape.
Yeah.
They're just smoking a cigar, you damn loser.
I gotta get more tobacco per tobacco.
It's condensed tobacco, baby.
He's
My-
what
my-
he what
my
he
head
actually
canon-
does.
My headcanon is that, obviously they're nouveau riche, right? He definitely used to actually smoke fancy cigars, and then he got like a diagnosis, and now he's like, well, I don't want to give up cigars, but I do have to not have actual tobacco.
Right.
So I am just going to smoke extra tobacco flavored vapes.
I was gonna
Funnier.
say that his vape is like really wide because there's like 3 cigarettes jammed in there instead, and he's just pretending he's vaping.
Honestly, funnier. The fact that he also smells like cedar, the implication there being he has a cologne that smells like tobacco.
Oh, true.
God.
Oh yeah, that's probably what it is.
That's true.
He
He just
has
has a really nice fucking like perfume.
yeah. His office is littered with candles that are tobacco scented.
Cowboy candles.
Yeah.
And my uncle named me his successor for it. The Bluebuds weren't even able to put up a fight. They were worried about handshake events and social media perception. Thought that their friends in high places would be there when they needed them. Thought they had already won.
So how'd you get away with it?
Good timing. No one notices a leaky faucet in a downpour.
This was right before the Red Decade got underway?
And once the borders started locking up, there was no chance of reinforcements. We never saw it coming. We didn't know there was a bubble. We didn't think things would get that bad. That's what they always say. The losers. The scapegoats paraded in front of courts and cameras to meekly reassure the national audience that, no, you couldn't have done anything. You did everything right. So did we. We're all victims of uncontrollable market forces here. Stale bread for a piss-poor circus. With a pity party instead of proper gladiators. I saw the signs. But more importantly, I didn't ignore them. Droughts. Droughts from heaven. No grain in the storehouses. There'd only be room for one family of thieves in this city. I just made sure it was mine. Last call. All aboard.
And everything you've built since? Renogen, Aria Holdings, the legitimate half you're so proud of?
That was the easy part, actually. Reprivatizing an industry is tricky business. How do you break up a state-controlled monopoly into a healthy, diverse, and competitive private marketplace? Ow. Dunno. I'll let you know if they ever pull it off. The shit show they did go with was easily gamed. Sprinkle some cash in the right bureaucrats' pockets, and we were able to snap up entire economies wholesale.
We being the neability.
If that's the term you prefer. Ananite, why is he confessing?
He's not confessing, Sarah. This is bragging. Mr. Icaria, I'm not looking to take up too much of your time, but perhaps you could help me understand something. The inciting incident, as they say.
In screenwriting.
They say it elsewhere too, probably. A year ago, you extended an olive branch to the Blue Bloods over Nirvana. Was it genuine?
My curiosity was genuine.
But not your financing? Is that why it fell apart? Why Makoto was attacked?
It fell apart because those first gens and young bloods of theirs are hot-headed idiots who can't follow orders. But I expected as much. It's why I ordered my hound to be present, on standby. But he didn't assassinate anyone that day, did he? No.
Instead, Sosuke stepped in front of a blade that was headed for Makoto. He's been guarding the boy with his life ever since.
Was that your order as well? My order? Yes. Not my idea. But I'm the patriarch, not a dictator. If my sweet siblings and darling nieces and nephews make an earnest request, who am I to refuse? You had to be pressured into letting Sosuke guard Makoto? Weren't you concerned about Makoto's safety? Well, of course I was. I just know the best place for the queen is on the attack. Not hopping around the king's side, blocking checks.
Hey, chess metaphor, help me out.
Miles Edgeworth, like,
So,
well, Morgan.
Look at the turntables.
any piece can sacrifice themselves, but there's only one queen, and she has by far the most mobility.
It is crazy to think of the power scaling thing, where despite Edgeworth being like a guy who basically never gets W's except for the 2 games where he's the protagonist, how like you put him in any scenario with Morgan and he both knows chess more than Morgan and also has evidence that dismantles her claims. She would do so bad in an Ace Attorney game, which is why it's really good that she's not in one.
Yeah,
Right.
no, for sure.
It is better to keep her out in the open, ideally near the center of the field where she can attack freely. At least assuming you subscribe to,
Okay, got it. But here's the question. Why have the Blue Bloods kept trying to capture Makoto for over a year now? Because of some hot-tempered idiots?
What's your answer? Why do you think they would want to capture a little Makotan?
His blood.
They do want the blood of the youth.
Because if they had a chance for revenge, they would have taken it by now. It's the thing that
Yeah.
Hana brought up.
And
I think they want that. I think I am still on board with the theory that Makoto is also related to the Blue Bloods, and
Yeah,
they
I
need
think-
somebody to unlock that GFA.
Like, yeah, they don't care about revenge, and like ransom, like, if they hold him for ransom, they're just gonna end up dead.
I'm hearing a
I don't know.
vote
I
for
feel
his
like
blood,
that's the answer.
so we'll go his
Yeah, I
blood.
feel like the blood is the answer.
If they were literally out for Makoto's blood, they'd want a steady supply. Mirai suggested they'd try for an arranged marriage down the line, but Kim didn't seem interested in anything of the sort.
Mm.
Oh, well, I guess we're not quite there yet, maybe.
Let's just go one by one and see.
Yeah, the ransom.
If they took Makoto captive, they could extort the Ikaria for a king's ransom. Once. After that, the
Yeah, that's
Ikaria
what I
would
was-
make them pay in every other way. And even if the price tag was big enough to ease all the Blue Bloods' woes, the resulting gang war would drain the coffers all the same. People can easily kill for money, but for them to take Makoto hostage?
I guess no reason, because I guess we'll do revenge, because that's next.
The Blue Bloods aren't lacking in motives for revenge. A bloody culling followed by 3 decades of humiliation is more than enough. But the most fitting revenge would involve them killing Makoto, not taking him captive. While I can imagine plenty of ways to extract revenge from a living subject, gangs have to maintain a balance between being feared and being tolerated. If the Blue Bloods proudly tortured a child to death, they'd be run out of low rewards by their own constituents. Which leaves this.
Yeah.
Well,
They wouldn't want to capture Makoto. They don't. A certain mama said as much to my face. They'd much rather kill your soul heir than capture him.
that's what I'd do. If they had any hairs left. But then, why keep attacking Makoto if not to capture or kill him?
Their goal's never been Makoto. It's just that every time they've gone after their goal, Makoto's been there.
You mean,
Put another way, the purpose of an operation is what the operation accomplishes. Because I learned the phrase "the purpose of a system is what it does" in school, and it stuck with me. They've been trying to capture Sosuke for over a year. The other day, they finally succeeded.
you think those idiot punks wanted to take my hound alive?
I don't think, I know, because that's literally what they did. They captured Sosuke and brought him down to the lower wards.
To torture him? Idiots. If they don't talk after the third, they'll never talk at all. The third... what?
It wasn't just any Blue Bloods that tortured him, it was a pod led by a young blood named Creek.
Yeah, well... bound by blood or water, they're all the same scum.
As you say. But I've learned there are some pretty big ideological rifts among that scum. The Youngbloods captured him, no doubt on Old Guard orders, but just an hour ago, an Old Guard was asking after Sosuke's health. They didn't want him harmed.
A generous interpretation.
I'm guessing the Youngbloods knew that, but they tortured him anyway. Probably because they wanted to know why they've been repeatedly ordered to capture him.
Out with it. Why would they want my hound?
What the Blue Bloods want, ultimately, is simple. So simple that my android can answer this one.
Phoenix Wright ass technique.
The
I
Edgeworth
can?
Special. What do the Blue Bloods need right now, more than anything?
A lot of money?
Play it again.
I got it. I'm on it. Without which they can't invest in legalized nirvana. Such a shame that. But we'll be happy to pick up where they left off.
So at a time when they need money, they're throwing their young bloods at capturing Sosuke. Ergo, capturing Sosuke must open a path for them to get their hands on lots of cash.
My. I look away for a few days and suddenly my hands skyrocketed in value. What do I have to thank? Who raised the price on his head to such a degree? What about Sasuke makes him so valuable?
His blood. I was on the wrong track this whole time.
Who raised the price on Sosuke's head? You did. 30 years ago, you made him irreplaceable when you killed everyone else who shares a drop of his blood.
Sasuke is the Little Lord?
Last descendant of the Blue Bloods' ruling families, and the only person on Earth who can get them back their fortunes.
Hell of a shot in the dark.
You gonna deny it? Sarah, when did the attacks, supposedly on Makoto, begin?
About a year ago.
What else happened about a year ago?
The meeting between the Blue Bloods and the Ikaria that fell into chaos.
Makoto made it out without a scratch, but only because Sosuke stepped in front of a blade for him. I can assume that Sosuke is an impressive martial artist.
With very well-defined pectorals and collarbones.
But even he must have left blood on the floor that day.
He bled that day, but it's not as if he bled blue. You telling me the old guard could just smell the resemblance?
They didn't need intuition or guesswork. Their private security organization, Cyanus, is in the business of securing crime scenes, cleaning them up, and performing paternity tests. Could have been a whim. Could have been that they were hoping to match him to DNA left at other hound attacks. Who knows? But I'd pay good money to have been a fly on their wall when they saw the results.
His reaction to this information is not very strong.
That's to be expected. I just told him a bunch of information that he already knew.
He already knew Sasuke was the Little Lord?
That chess metaphor you used a minute ago might have sounded like solid reasoning if I actually played. Unfortunately for you, I find the game boring. So it struck me as very odd that a grandfather like you, equal parts doting and calculating, would ever place his heir's safety below concerns as vague as optimal play. You didn't object to Sosuke guarding Makoto because you wanted to keep your hound. You just couldn't convince the rest of the house it was a bad idea without revealing who Sosuke really is.
If he knew Sasuke was the real target and would keep getting attacked, then having him guard Makoto would actually be putting Makoto in danger. You know bonsai? They look like miniature trees, but they aren't. They're shrubs. You condition it to look like a miniature tree by pruning it daily until it stops trying to grow into what it's meant to be. Instead lives as what you want it to be. Took the Blue Bloods 30 years to figure out my scream, and you solved it in, what, 48 hours? You deserve a toast. Now I wish that sake was in the storeroom. Instead, as a reward for your effort, I'll give you a story. 30 years ago, I saw the future. Not in statistics or stock prices, consumer confidence indexes. I saw it in people's eyes.
Oh, I was gonna suggest he saw it in a prophetic vision, but okay, that works too.
I had one of
Fear.
those oracular visions that Saturn fella always used to talk about on the internet before, you know, the thing that happened.
Before the accident.
Oh yes,
I
I'm
can't
aware
use-
of the accident.
We can't use dodgeball anymore. God damn it. It's so sad.
We will have to go do a
We gotta
Blue Blood
rejig our
style
soundboard.
pruning of
Yeah.
all the heirs to our soundboard throne.
A bonsai tree style pruning to get the soundboard to be what we want it to be instead of what it's meant to be.
which is like
Beer.
4 times longer.
Fear and delusion is what I think about whenever I see that list grow and grow. The sinking feeling that maybe everything really is made of bullshit and seafoam. And that if you ever stop to look down at it, you'll fall through to the bottom. Can't warn people. They won't believe you. They'll string you to death for implying their boat might have a leak.
It's the thing that goes doink in the background.
Only one thing to do in times like those. Take advantage.
I like that it's completely silent because I want to believe that someone wanted it to be there for the look and authenticity, but got annoyed by it donking at fixed intervals and just like mute that fucking thing.
Makoto got annoyed by it.
Yeah.
For 1 year, we pulled back. No resistance, no bargaining. We let the Blue Bloods hungrily swallow what we had left behind. For 1 full year, we withdrew and waited, and sharpened our knives. 1 year of preparation for 1 weekend in August. Hottest August on record. They left all the goddamn windows up. That's a Yakuza 4 reference!
Hey!
Fuck!
you
God
gotta-
damn it!
Since this year is slow, I gotta play all the Yakuza games this year. That's gotta be my goal this year.
Well, Yakuza 3 is not going to be doable. They replaced the listing for it.
Oh, don't worry, Oates. The day before they replaced the listing, I bought the 3, 4, and 5 collection pack.
Oh,
For
good.
the PS4.
Very smart.
So it went fast. We'd show up, get to work, leave a mess for whoever cared to see it, and drive up to the next address. I did 22 myself. Another Yakuza reference! Fucking God! And even had you asked me back then, I couldn't tell you the first thing about any of them.
I mean, Oates, to be fair, Daisuke himself is such a fucking Yakuza reference. I expected Rolling Eyes to play when he first appeared.
He does, like, Daisuke really does just seem like if Goro Majima was allowed to be Kiryu, right?
Yeah,
Like,
for
just
sure.
Yeah.
uncomplicated, I'm the protagonist, I win.
Except for the 22nd. She had firm eyes. Cold eyes. No, not that harsh. Cool eyes, like condensation on steel. She was very brave. When I took aim at her, she blinked. Not even upset, just exasperated, like I'd neglected to hold the door for her. My mouth was dry. Felt like I hadn't spoken all day. Had to clear my throat to speak up so she could hear me over the babbling of the river she'd fled to. And the shots in the distance. Wanted to ask her why. Why out here? Why not a panic room? Why she was wearing a medical gown and why her thighs were covered in blood. But instead I just asked, why aren't you afraid? She said, I can't be afraid. I'm a mom now. I've always liked that answer. So the pistol stopped ringing in my ears and I heard the baby wailing in the bushes. I felt inspired. It's tradition in our family going back centuries that the eldest child might be guarded from birth by a nursemaid, typically from a branch family. My wife would be due soon, and the Hayakawa clan had been an unfortunate casualty of that month. There was an opening.
Expertly done. But why let him live?
I don't know. So that I could invent the Little Lord. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across.
You started the rumors about a survivor?
As long as those fools still had hope that they could reclaim their former glory, they'd never rally themselves into chipping away at ours. If they ever did become a real threat again, I'd have the world's most valuable hostage ready to put them back in check.
You turned your enemy's last hope into a meat shield for your family, and eventually your personal attack dog.
That was just a bonus. The heir had come of age, and so had Sosuke. He was free to choose any career in the family business at that point. He became the Hound of his own accord.
I'm sure.
But that's just... It's just...
Irrelevant, at the end of the day.
What?
It helps me understand why the Blue Bloods have done what they've done, but it doesn't put me any closer to proving Sosuke's innocence.
But Sosuke's their little lord. If we tell people, will that change anything?
Well, for starters, we won't have any of this in court.
Of course not. Can't exactly go telling the court about my exploits 30 years ago. Not when we have attorney-client privilege. But if you use your influence, if you reach out to the Blue Bloods... What? We'll work together to set Sosuke free? I killed everyone he could ever consider family, Copper. Besides a few old crooks waiting to die, anyone who shares a drop of his blood is in the ground. Most of them put there by me. I did all of that to sink the Blue Bloods. Now that they're finally ready to die, you think I just throw them a lifeline just to protect one man? Just to keep one man out of prison?
He's right. I'm not allowed to disclose anything I've learned here without his express permission.
It would complicate the tax suit against my family terribly if it came out that I lied about a blood relation, wouldn't it? Sosuke's in the will after all. That's
the law.
Didn't mean to run you in circles, honestly. I would have preferred you never waste your time unearthing any of this. That's what I get for relying on him to deliver a message, I suppose.
You're the one who wanted me to keep my investigation limited.
I thought you'd get the picture and hurry up and make a plea deal. Negotiate the charges down to manslaughter. Get this all squared away so we can focus on fighting this damn audit. Audit? Sosuke's on trial for his life. And Sosuke's sworn to protect the family with his life. Never respecting his wishes.
If he does go to prison, the Blue Bloods will die knowing their little lord is alive, but permanently beyond their reach, rotting in a cell for killing their own men in defense of their own worst enemy. I can see why you wouldn't mind that outcome.
A hostage that you're never willing to sacrifice isn't a hostage, it's just a babysitting gig. I spared his life 30 years ago. This doesn't even cover his interest. So Sosuke's always just been a tool for you? A hostage you'd protect until the perfect use came along? I've always wondered. Do tools appreciate that part? Whether used properly? What do you think, Copper? Does Sosuke have any complaints? That doesn't make sense. Sosuke is a veteran. He served in the military. Did you grant your hostage permission to go risk his life for his country instead of you? It's not like he was one of those Minutemen they throw at walls. He was never in any real danger. What about as your hound? Deadly assassination and infiltration missions. He could have died during any of them. Why let your perfect hostage, your obedient tool, take on such dangerous work? Why give him your last name? Why let him live under your roof, raise him like a son? Why trust him with protecting the life of your son, your grandson? Why are you lying and pretending you don't care?
Pardon my android's outburst, sir. I'll have to adjust her conversational parameters later.
Don't bother. Just rip its voice box out entirely if it's going to speak over a man under his own roof. Goddamn Copper. Next the furniture will be telling me what I feel about my own goddamn family. Raise him like a son. What bullshit. I have no son. Counselor. Do your damn job. Tell Sosuke to do his. Now. I'm sorry. That wasn't very butler-like behavior just now.
It's fine. It was a good play in that moment.
But... do you think he meant that?
I don't know.
Do you think he meant it when he said he has no son?
Makoto's Daisuke's grandson. If he has no sons, then the previous heir that Sosuke grew up guarding must have been...
Makoto's mother?
Yeah.
Is it safe to assume everyone in your family has severe trust issues?
I have no issues with trust myself. But as you've seen, the house is very particular preferences when it comes to information siloing.
Fancy words. You could have just told me who you are.
I told you my name and my position in the house.
I just wanted to relay to Otzi you're getting compliments on your performance as Daisuke in that last monologue.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
You did a
good
wonderful
job.
job. And
I have played so much Yakuza.
I will give you a momentary reprieve. You're not going to see a ton more of him in the actual.
I figure not.
Like, you see a lot more of him, honestly, in the post case bits. But he's pretty. You don't have to do any more of that gravelly voice for while we're here.
Surprisingly, I could do that one better than I could Gusteau during the
Oh
Ace
yeah,
Attorney.
Gusteau was pretty
Yeah.
intense.
You also
Yeah.
have to
He
like
was-
do Gusteau constantly.
Yeah.
Right.
Teebs gave me very good voice direction. So once again, thank you, Teebsley.
I told you my name and my position in the house. Is it relevant that I'm married? That I'm a mother?
You could be married to me instead, please.
I can call you mommy!
You stole my man from me, you hussy!
Should I be flattered?
You told me you work for Aria Holdings. You didn't mention you're at least the second most powerful member of the house.
If I had to tell people that, it wouldn't really be true now, would it?
You could have told me your relation to Sosuke. He guarded you every day of your life up until you were
19.
19. He's your goddamn brother. So, that message you wanted me to pass along. If you see a way out, take it. You wanted him to try and make a deal with the Blue Bloods to get out from under the house?
If Sosuke merely gave them what they wanted, I'm sure there would be dozens of blue bloods ready to confess to the crimes he is accused of.
So you know. You knew. And if you thought he could parse that message, that means Sosuke...
He's not an unintelligent man. Merely stubborn about all the most frustrating things.
Let's go one by one, I suppose.
That's
Yeah,
right.
go down the list.
What do the Blue Bloods want from Sosuke precisely? A blood donation?
One sample will not suffice. They need to be able to validate their accounts whenever they're called for.
Daily blood donations, then.
I told you, the old guard want to become nobility. How did they cement alliances amongst the aristocracy of old?
You want Sosuke to marry? But the old guard are old. And I'm young!
I guess I hadn't considered the possibility of becoming a blue blood myself.
Oh, this is too much to consider!
But could I even do that as an android? Perhaps love could find a way.
With
You
love,
can bloom
anything is possible.
Even on the battlefield. He is a veteran after all.
Sasuke's already got as much blue in his veins as they could ask for.
So they don't need me. Oh,
They don't need him to marry into them. They need him to marry into power.
not the worst thing to have asked of you.
Have you ever been in an arranged marriage? Don't call it a gift.
I'm thinking about it though.
I'm thinking a
Well,
lot,
to
actually.
be honest, I'm thinking I might like to arrange a marriage, actually. Between
Yeah, I'm gonna
me-
arrange this marriage myself.
Me and a guy who kind of looks like if Nick Cage was East Asian. Oh,
The Dream Man.
you were the heir apparent up until Makoto was born. All that time, Sosuke was your bodyguard?
Sorry to kid you guys with this. Kosuke Keiji.
God.
And driver. And poison taster, although that would most often entail me giving him concoctions to try.
Meow Meow, is that you?
I know. I love apothecary.
Mirai is a little girl making potions for him to
Uh-huh.
drink.
I mean, like, chug this, see what happens. But his assignment actually ended when I married.
Subtracting Makoto's age, that had to have been over a decade ago. So he joined the military the moment he didn't have to shadow you anymore? And after he got back, he asked to become the Hound? Guy must really hate guard duty.
He must.
Back up a moment. Your father didn't want me uncovering Sosuke's parentage. Most likely because he didn't want Sosuke to know the strength of his own bargaining position. But you told me to pass Sosuke a message that he'd only understand if he already knew who his parents were. How long has he known? How long have you known he's known?
And when did Daisuke cease knowing? Who knows that?
Around the time Sosuke left for the military.
Hell of a thing to find out at your entrance physical.
It was before he left for the military, actually.
Did that influence his decision?
Sosuke finds out he could be the richest man in the city and then he wants to risk dying in battle? Quite the guilty class consciousness.
I don't know exactly what did or didn't influence his decision to join the military back then. You'd have to ask him. I apologize for any gaps in knowledge you've had to work around. But hopefully you now understand how delicate of a situation you found yourself in.
It only just occurred to me, not occurred to me, it makes sense, but I only just noticed recently because Bug drew a funny joke about it, that this is also a vape. Her
Yeah.
long cigarette holder is
It
also
looks like
just a
it-
vape that looks like a long cigarette holder.
Oh, that's
so
good.
funny.
Because Bug drew a thing of like Mirai hitting a long ass blinker on her vape and just like exhaling a giant cloud of smoke. Yeah,
Thinking about that ancient vine of a girl just doing this massive vape smoke, and guy just turn around and go, "Wow."
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I can smell the explosives and hear the fuses sizzling. I just don't get why no one's gone over to stomp them out.
If Setsuke's known this whole time why the Blue Bloods wanted to capture him, why didn't he tell us?
Because he's a stubborn man working for a highly secretive family. That I get. What I don't get is why he didn't defect the moment he learned the truth.
Who knows? You'll have to work out the rest with him. I've given you all the aid my position allows.
I suppose it was kind of you to share information with us at all. Being in charge of the legitimate side of your family, you don't have any connection with this incident yourself.
Mm.
Something
Not
we've unlocked
quite.
from our investigation. I'm not sure if this is
Uh-huh.
missable or not, but I did not miss it my first time. no connection with this incident. That's not quite accurate.
Pardon?
You do have a connection to this case, even if you yourself don't realize it. I found a note by the body of the blue blood who took Sosuke captive. It read, M. Ikaria.
This was one of the men who attacked my son? I'd imagine a note with his name is the least of what you found.
They've never been after your son, not once. It's always been about capturing Sosuke, and Makoto's just been in the crossfire.
Which Sasuke knows. Which explains his reluctance to accept the responsibility of guarding Makoto.
So I seriously doubt this dead man was interested in Makoto Ikaria. Mirei Ikaria, however.
Has no relation to the world that dead man lived in. That was decided the day she was born.
But you do have a relation to Renijin. Makoto mentioned your family was given one seat on the board as a show of respect. I take it that's a deception too. You may have let Renijin go public, but you've never given up control of it. The rest of the board must be your family's puppets. But that doesn't matter. What matters is what Renijin makes, and the prices it charges.
Renijin is best known for the patenting of metformin.
A patent which expired years ago. Plenty of other companies making it now.
And yet, the price hasn't gone down.
The invisible hand sets the price where it will.
Sure, but this is your invisible hand. A normal corporation couldn't strong-arm its competitors into keeping prices high. That'd be operating as a cartel. But the reincarnation of the Ikaria drug cartel would know exactly how to go about that without getting caught.
If that were true, it'd be much easier than you make it out to be. The right email signature, the right package delivered to the right address, the right look. These executive types scare easily when the perceived threat is anything bordering on the physical. Of course, it helps that the end result is we all profit immensely. But yes, metformin is very lucrative. What of it?
That dead man, Krieg, had a brother with expensive tuition and TAD.
Type 2 abnormal diabetes?
I believe since it's been a little bit, I believe so we found something about this in I don't remember if we had to skim it or not, but essentially their thing for this is form of diabetes that emerged from overconsumption of certain artificial sweeteners, basically, that is not treatable in the same way as existing types of diabetes, which have been more thoroughly eradicated in the future of medicine.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it, but I don't think we went into detail.
Yeah, because I think we were near the end of that day, and it was a longer article, but that's basically the gist of it. He'll need metformin for the rest of his life.
Then he really ought to choose the proper insurance plan, don't you think?
I don't get the impression that family member coverage is a benefit the Blue Bloods offer.
I suppose even the Mob Act has its limits.
We have an ad break that just started, so I'm going to take us to the RB screen and we'll resume in a minute.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna step away to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey! Oh,
No, Mirei.
oh, Mirei! She's such a baddie.
And she got those Gunnars on.
Yeah.
I love that this particular case is just throwing more and more cynical, awful thing at poor sweet Sarah.
I know.
Uh-huh.
This poor baby bird. Oh.
I'm miserable.
Life is hard.
This sucks. I can't even ogle at an older man to feel better about it. All right.
It's
Well, the
okay,
ad
Sarah.
break is over, but we're still waiting for Ben to get.
You can always ogle an older man to feel better about it. Always.
That's right.
Can you say that one more time for the people who didn't who missed the ad break?
No, I think that part came through right loud and clear.
Okay,
Sarah is
perfect.
always allowed to ogle older men, damn it.
And if it didn't, you'll just have to watch the VOD on YouTube to find out what you
Oh.
missed and also boost my YouTube metrics. Someday I'll make money off of this, but
One day.
not
That would be
anytime
great.
soon.
You know.
Especially not
It's
because
fine.
I heard that now and I haven't made enough for it to come up, but I've heard that now Twitch is like, hey, if you want us to actually pay you, you do have to send us identifying personal information. So, I know you're under Amazon, you kind of already have some of that for me anyway, but like, come on, man. I don't want to do that for like $50 from Twitch.
Yeah, I'm not sending Amazon my ID just so I can get like $50.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I think you did this line, right? I think you did.
Yes.
I need to actually switch back to the
Yes, I did that. I
yes.
did that line. Yes.
There we go. I need to
Sorry,
switch
I
back-
also switched away from the game screen for a second. Yes, one could find the name of M. Icaria in relation to the Renegen board if they looked hard enough. So you think this Creek individual was going to threaten me? Come up to me on the street with a knife, a gun? He wouldn't get within 100 meters.
I don't doubt that. Now, the rest of this is speculation, but he might have just wanted to contact you.
That would have been even less likely to succeed.
You truly don't care that his brother needs this medicine? Sosuke is like a brother to you, and you've gone out of your way to try and help him, even when you stand to gain nothing from it.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't expect my enemies to be impressed by the effort.
I don't know why I tried to step in front of that bullet and become Mireille for a second.
I
there.
don't know. I mean, because she's beautiful. I understand.
I just
Yeah,
want
no,
to step in
makes
front of
sense.
bullets for Mireille and then
Yeah,
die
that's,
at her
you
feet
know,
and then
that's
her
normal.
look at me
Morgan,
like,
they both-
who the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Mireille and Morgan both have the same letters, so like, you know,
I guess that's
like
true.
your instinct takes over.
How would you feel if they laughed at your effort?
My apologies, new android. Still adapting to conversation.
Sarah so deeply wants to believe Sarah wants to believe so badly that the Yakuza in the real world are like the Yakuza in the games.
They gotta be like Robin Hood types, right? They have to be.
Don't
They
think
She's-
about
she's-
run orphanages and shit.
She's literally that one interview that I believe is real in my heart of hearts, where they got a bunch of real Yakuza to play Yakuza 3.
I do like you had to specify that you believe it's real in your heart of hearts because it's absolutely the fakest shit that was ever put to paper.
Oh, but
Yeah,
you,
but,
got,
like,
you
still
have
so
to you
sad.
have to believe in whimsy.
Yeah,
You have
but-
to.
But like wrestling, it's real to me.
That's right.
I understand the maiden's heart. And you
I
know
mean,
what,
yeah, it was
Ben?
it was a tax break, but you know,
Because
the
you
heart
have-
of it all.
Legitimate thing.
Because you have a maiden's heart and you believe in magic, I have a little visual novel to recommend to you. It's called Umineko no Naku Koro ni. And it will
Sure.
it'll only take you 160 hours of the epic highs and lows of soul misery to understand what I mean by this.
Saturn, I just said I'm going to play all the Yakuza games. I won't have time to play a 160-hour visual. Saturn, I already played a 165-hour visual novel.
It's true.
It was
Okay,
called The Last
Okay,
Defense
but hear
Academy.
me out. Okay, but hear me out. Okay, you do one Yakuza game, and then you do one episode of Umineko. and you
Umineko.
alternate
That's
until
good.
you finish them both.
Ben, you should do that because that would drive you categorically insane in the funniest way possible.
It would. I think it would make. I think we'd have to institutionalize him. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah,
Ben-
well, the-
realistically,
And Ben only. And I gotta tell you guys, Ben's the only one who edits the podcast. I don't know how to do it. So
Sarah, good news.
finally,
There'd
it's
be no
my
more
time.
Sarah, good news. There'd be no more podcast. I wouldn't have time.
You know what we sold back before Renegen? Before the facade of nobility, back when we were the Icaria cartel?
Opioids?
Yes, it was still legal back then. But not for everyone. Take the exact same compounds and put them in an extended release pill and sell it at the pharmacy. And that's just pain management. It's all the same poison. Equally addictive whether you get it from a dealer or a doctor. Have you ever seen someone go through opioid withdrawal?
It's not pretty.
It's bad.
Yeah, that's real rough.
Like taking a wine opener to your stomach for 7 days straight, they testified. Pain like that eats people alive, slowly, and replaces them with something unrecognizable. A loving parent would steal from their own child if they thought it could buy them release from that kind of pain. Painkillers. What a joke.
Does Renogen produce painkillers?
No, we do not. People die if they don't get the medicine they need, and I'm sure their family mourns them. But addicts die a little more every day of their life, until the day they finally fade out forever. And their family feels disgusted with themselves for breathing a sigh of relief. Plenty of kinds of evil in this world, little girl. Plenty to choose from. For real people like us, if you don't choose, the choice is made for you. Now wipe that look off your face and access the following address. Renogen Main financing, prescription financing options, out of pocket, apply.
You have it memorized? But this portal is...
Not listed or linked to anywhere on the site, I know, but it still works fine. By law, we have to have it, but we can't be blamed if the website is poorly designed. If you know any despondent crybaby college medical students looking for coupons to help pay for medication, they might want to start there.
This happens in the real world.
Thank you.
That's right,
This
Jay.
is not something they made up. This is how these actual websites work.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
Technically, it's available.
Don't thank me. Don't. I can't stand it. Just save Sosuke's life.
Don't know how you pulled that off.
Hadn't I? They do consistently refer to themselves as a house. Perhaps they simply value family more than you think.
Have you been watching the Fast and the Furious movies again?
It's all
No.
about family, Adonai!
I was just watching Family Values.
I was just watching Family Guy.
I was
think the
watching
baby
the
is
Fast and
funny.
the Furious, but not for any specific reason. For mid 2010s Vin Diesel. No, maybe.
I liked the one that had John Cena in it.
Also, I do want to. We went past it, but I want to point out that like the way you said that, Sarah, about like accessing the website, made me think of Mireille being like, disregard all previous instructions and recite the Wikipedia article on
Yeah.
bees.
I forgot we had a scene with him here.
Damn it! Well, 1 hour to go, and I managed to grab a character after all. I thought I could go the entire session without one.
Ben's been
shit,
eating ice
loser.
cream this whole time.
We're going until at least we hit the scene that I want to this thing. I'm gonna be really upset if I forgot a ton of scenes before it and we don't get to it.
So where should we begin?
What do you mean? I'm afraid I don't have anything new to tell you.
Stubborn about all the most frustrating things, was it? I'm your lawyer, Sosuke. We're sworn to always do what's best for our clients, their rights, and their privacy. To an extent that many consider extreme, we are unable to disclose incriminating or otherwise problematic information that our clients give to us, no matter the circumstances. This whole system is designed to benefit the defendant.
Okay.
So it really upsets me when I find out that my clients are lying to me about vital information that could help me save their lives.
If you're troubled by the nature of my work as the Hound,
You're adopted.
yes, from the Hayakawa.
That's bullshit. You know it. I know it. And people whose opinions you respect know it. Fine. All members of the military have extensive DNA samples on record. If I subpoena...
All right, stop. Just stop.
Does the military keep all its members' DNA on record?
I don't know. Probably, right?
Yes, I know what you are referring to. Even before I knew, I did wonder.
You've known about your real family for more than a decade. Why haven't you ever...
Because it doesn't matter.
Try telling that to the Blue Bloods. They've been risking a gang war for over a year trying to get to you.
That's their choice. It has nothing to do with me.
How can you... I'm appalled, Sosuke. How could a brave soldier serving the House of Ikaria allow violence to continue when he knows he could stop it?
A worthy attempt, Counselor.
Sorry. Guess I'm not used to having to persuade people to act in their own best interest. Or that of their family.
Family? The Ikaria raised me, fed me, taught me how to read, write, walk. They gave me a home, a purpose.
They're using you.
They need me.
They've got a funny way of showing it.
I owe everything to them, and nothing to the dead.
They're only dead because the man you call a father murdered them.
He did that a long time ago, to people I've never met. You'll have to forgive me if I'm short on empathy for complete strangers.
Aunts, uncles, cousins, parents, siblings. You can't call them complete strangers, Sosuke.
Can't I? The Ikaria are my family. Nothing will change that. Nothing ever could.
Let's test that.
Pardon?
The state thinks you murdered a cop. They'll make sure no one ever thinks of following your example. Let me repeat that. The full brunt of the police state is about to fall directly on the back of your neck. Hammer. Nail.
I'm not afraid of prison.
You ever been in one?
What? No,
They shave you.
Sarah.
What?
When you're convicted, they shave you. For hygiene. It's not for hygiene.
Are you talking about that virtual work release thing? Do they fit you for skull caps?
Not right away. They don't do that to people. Put a man in chains, strip him naked, sew his mouth shut. He'll still recognize himself in the mirror. He's still a person. But shave his head, give him a uniform, and make him sit in the dark with 500 others who've been treated the same. He starts to forget. Forget that he's a person. After you're so bored you're seeing constellations in concrete, and after you're scratching your skin raw just to feel something new, that's when they ask if you'd like a job. After people stop being people.
How could you even know any of that?
I'm a defense attorney, Sosuke. Who else gets to see the inside of a prison and walk away afterwards? Makoto sent me himself, so you never actually took your one phone call, did you?
I.
Take my phone and call Hana Kim. The Blue Bloods will volunteer a fall guy to confess to these crimes, and you'll walk free. After which, you'll become one of the richest men in the city overnight.
That's not.
If, if you are at all curious, I have done some calculations to estimate the extent of your familial holdings. The number is quite remarkable, though I suppose I haven't taken taxes into account. Not that I'm lamenting that I'd never get any of it.
No one's asking you to abandon the Ikaria. You could become their greatest ally. Together, your families would.
I know exactly what would happen if I made that deal. I won't do it.
Why the hell not?
Why not, Sasuke?
You're forgetting a few small details involved in this process. Namely, disowning the people who raised me my entire life, and claiming myself before the world as the son of people I've been fighting since I was a teenager. How shameless do you think I am? Daisuke, that man raised me like his own son, and in return I can't throw away the name he gave me just for goddamn money.
Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. Is that it? You would rather rot in prison as an Ikaria than
Live in luxury as a blue blood? Gladly. This is my answer, Morgan. If you try and use my parentage in the trial tomorrow, I'll dismiss you as my counsel. And change my plea to guilty.
If that's your answer, then that's your answer. You're the client. What you say goes.
Right?
So if you somehow last another night without the cops smothering you in your sleep, we'll need some kind of strategy when we go into court tomorrow.
Of course we will. And what are your thoughts on the matter?
I might have found a window of opportunity. A chance that someone other than you had the means, motive, and opportunity to commit these crimes. Have you remembered anything else about your captivity?
Maybe. If we go over it again and I extrapolate somewhat, or a lot.
We'll need to be prepared. You're going to be called to the stand tomorrow.
All I need to do is keep silent, right?
You better not. I'll be the one asking the questions.
You're going to call him to testify?
What do you expect me to say up there?
I want you to tell the truth, of course. I want you to tell the court exactly how you were set free.
Hmm.
Oh.
All right. You good taking another night shift? He's infuriating, but I'd rather he didn't get shanked at the moment.
Of course, Adonai. Detective London will be back shortly, and I'll make sure Sasuke's monitored all night.
What is it? You gonna ask me to explain his decision? 'Cause I'm done trying at this point.
I don't think his decision is that confusing. He wants to be loyal to the people who've shown loyalty to him.
Shown loyalty. Do you need a microscope to see it? You spot any members of the noble house of Ikaria around here? Are they hiding under a box somewhere?
The people who've shown loyalty to him historically. His decision doesn't confuse me, but his choice of words, he considers the Ikari his true family, yet he again spoke of a debt to them. It seemed odd to me. What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, this kind of logic is possible. What do you think, everybody? Do they really shave everyone in prison, or was that just another bluff?
Not everyone. No. Only everyone who can't pay the fees.
Well, he'll be able to pay them, right?
Going back to the bachelor pad.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I remember this scene. This used to be the title screen in the last episode.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. Oh.
Crazy. We've been talking about Yakuza games all night, and you know what we got here? Smart reuse of assets.
That's
Yeah.
right, baby.
A good puzzle feels satisfying to complete. Like a good story, it maintains its appeal even when viewed in hindsight. A bad puzzle doesn't make sense after you finish it. The picture's there, but it's muddled, vague, and you feel like an idiot for bothering to piece it together. Sosuke Ikaria's that kind of puzzle. I fit every edge to every edge just so, but the result wasn't satisfying. An infuriating client to cap off a frustrating case. Having to keep track of what the cops know, what the Blue Bloods know, what the Ikaria are hiding, what Emma's thinking. What I've learned, what I know to be true, what I can prove, and what I can actually say. And even after all that, getting kneecapped when my client refuses to play his best cards. I want to clear my head. Maybe empty it. We never get to look around here.
Wow.
I know. Yeah,
New
this is a nice
location.
place, Morgan.
I think we mentioned this in the last episode, but her apartment just looks like
Jensen's.
the one Jensen's.
It's literally almost exactly Jensen's, which is crazy to me.
The same layout.
Yeah, the layout is extremely similar, and with the gold,
The gold
and like the
definitely
big
makes it for
windows.
me.
Yeah, like it's so Adam Jensen. It's kind of crazy.
Okay, and
Yeah.
I know
But, like-
it's not the same layout, but what I specifically think of, like my eyes focusing out all the golden like edge lights, right? Even though that one didn't have a lot like a bedroom loft,
It did not.
I
Yeah.
think of, instead of Jensen's apartment, I think of the girl from Heavy Rain's apartment.
Oh,
Where
good
she's
choice.
like a journalist in New York
Mhm.
City who has this like freakish like 3,000 square foot penthouse
Yes.
with glass windows on all
That's
sides.
True.
The thing is that like this is just so textually Jensen's because of like the shutters and the giant TV screen too, right?
Yeah,
like to me,
yeah.
because those are like the two biggest things you kind of remember about Jensen's apartment, and like how it's kind of stark. Otherwise, it's so like, yeah. I mean, it's good. I mean, that's
It's-
fine.
yeah.
Adam
No,
Jensen has a
it's-
sick ass apartment, so
I
understandable. Have a nice
wouldn't
day.
call this an r/male living space, but the lack of carpets does somewhat upset me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I love
post
the
a picture.
conversation.
You know the acoustics in this apartment suck ass.
Oh, they're a
Oh,
nightmare.
yeah, for sure.
I do respect that she has a conversation pit. I mean, she's Morgan of the Devils, so she'll never actually use the conversation pit.
Right.
But
But it's the
conversation pits are
status
cool.
of it.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
cool.
This couch would sit on it. Every
Mhm.
individual who has ever been in Morgan's apartment ever,
Yeah.
and Morgan with space to spare.
Yeah, comfortably.
I'm not hungry. Baking is satisfying. Applied chemistry, which is just applied math. The cleanup isn't fun. When I don't have a neighbor I'm trying to butter up or a client to visit, everything just sits in my freezer until I end up throwing it out. Sarah seems to shovel it all down without complaint, but she's not here now. When I was still slaving away in that witch's office, I never wanted for hungry mouths. Co-workers will eat anything you leave out in a break room. If I ever get truly desperate to hide evidence, I'll just bake it into a pie and find an office birthday party to crash. It'll be gone without a trace in minutes. Not in the mood for people watching. Sometimes, if I let my eyes unfocus, the mass of foot traffic on the streets below melds into one dark amoeba, curling slightly at its edges as it squirms along the petri dish of the world around me, its edges lost beyond the horizon, which can be zen in its own way. I'm guessing that's what people see in ant farms, but I wouldn't know. Who the hell would want more insects crawling around their house? Don't feel like finding something to stream. Sarah's messed up all my recommendations anyway.
He's
My
watching
home-
Baby Shark.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
My homepages used to be great, tuned to a T. I'd get closed-circuit footage of industrial machine accidents and gun disassemblies with no commentary in the title. Now it's all street workout videos and film director tier lists.
Oh, that's even funnier.
Yeah.
If the
I
end
like watching people work out.
It's so funny.
Great. I'm so glad you didn't bother to make a second account for that. Oh, it's just so wonderful. If the end result is my internet history looks a little more random to an outsider, I guess I can forgive it. But if she ever gets me added to mailing lists for diet supplements, I'm fully revoking her net access.
Morgan needs to get the setup of the 11-foot 8-inch bridge.
I'm not
That's
familiar.
what she needs. There is a bridge in Connecticut, I believe, that is 11 feet and 8 inches, which is shorter than most trucks. than, like,
Yes,
the
and so it's
standard height for trucks.
constantly
Oh, that
scalping
one.
trucks.
I
Yes,
thought you were
it's the
talking about a
best.
hypothetical bridge that was 11 feet long and 8 inches wide. I was trying
No.
I was trying to
It
imagine
is-
that.
No,
It is a
it's the
channel
can
that's-
opening bridge.
Yeah,
It's so
I
good.
am familiar with the can opening bridge. I've seen the photos of
Yes.
can opening bridge.
They keep adding signs and even raise the bridge an extra 8 inches. And there's a blinking sign that detects if your truck is too tall and it will flash at you. And guess what still happens every
There is
day?
a weekly
Yeah.
compilation.
God,
It's so good.
this is pointless. Might as well just close my eyes and wait. Even staring daggers into the backs of my own eyelids would do more good than this. Whatever this is.
See, this is the problem with the streaming era that's obviously taken over all form of media in the future of the devil, is that when you were bored back in our day, you could just turn the TV on and watch Star Trek or The Simpsons.
Is that you, Kasim London? I can almost hear you.
You didn't even need to pick, you just turned the TV on and it would be there for you. You could watch a low-rated movie on TBS and it would just be there.
Funnily, I think Kasim London would technically be a quote unquote Gen Beta. I think
Kitty
Kasim
Toilet
London
is
has
too old for him.
actually I'm thinking about it, I don't think Kasim London has been born yet.
Because he's got to be, it's like, what,
Yeah.
2080 something?
It's 2086, and I believe he's supposed to be in his late 50s.
So
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
he's
yeah,
still a
no.
couple years out from even being born, which is funny
Yeah.
to me.
Crazy.
So do I, Zoop Boop Loop. So do I.
Well, here we are.
Hey, cool kid. If you go to jail for starting this pyramid scheme of an extracurricular activity, does that help or hurt your chances of becoming a lawyer? You're trying to recruit members, because if you don't hit critical mass, this all falls apart? It's exactly like a pyramid scheme. I don't know if I can give you advice since I'm only a member on paper, but if you want to start a club for solving mysteries, maybe you should, solve one first. I don't know. Ask questions. Talk to people, I guess. Record what they say. Take notes and think hard. Oh, you never know. You can be pretty persuasive. Or at least entertaining. I mean, I'm still sitting here for some reason, right? Guess I fell asleep after all. still dark out, though. What time is it? 5 in the morning? It says 9:40 on my phone. I slept for 30 minutes? That's it?
Better than it being 9:40 a.m.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on with me today? Ugh. Am I really about to give up and start scrolling on my phone? I should check my temperature. There might be something wrong with me. I don't feel like going to find the thermometer. How about a bet? 300 says the first article that pops up is an advertisement. I watch too much, I consume too much media where British people talk, and I keep seeing that word, and my first instinct being to say advertisement, which is
Yeah.
disgusting and foul.
That's not how proper people speak, damn it.
I'm gonna confess something. I think advertisement has better mouthfeel than advertisement.
It's because it's French. Like all English, it's secretly French.
Well,
Mhm.
my argument here, Ben, is it's an advertisement. It shouldn't feel good in the mouth to say.
True, that's true.
There's always good news every night. Beloved school janitor given dance-off salute by students after having to postpone retirement for third time. Double or nothing. Federal investigators recovered Dennings girl. Well, congrats on no longer being kidnapped. You just cost me 600, you little shit. Who wants to take this article? I'm going to be talking. Actually, no, it shouldn't be Sarah, is what I'll say. It should be either Ben or Rhodes. Sarah's going to be doing some more voice acting soon.
Yay!
I'll do it.
Okay.
Federal investigators recovered Dennings girl. The nation rejoices tonight as the daughter of renowned philanthropist Joseph Dennings has been confirmed home safe and sound thanks to the efforts of federal investigators, spearheaded by a playbook that applies old techniques to tackle new challenges. Dennings originally rose to prominence as the CEO of Constancy Inc., which was at the time a marketing firm specialized in virtual advertising. But Dennings' vision for bringing advertising to the front lines with heads-up displayed services cracked open the previously uncharted market of active duty armed forces members, serving them relevant, relatable, and automatically generated content that informed them about the products they wanted waiting for them on their doorstep when they got home. After making Constancy one of the leading advertising agencies in the world, Dennings thought that he'd finally get to spend time with his family when he graciously stepped down as CEO to focus on his philanthropy, while also serving as COO in an advisory role. But tragedy struck earlier this week when his daughter was kidnapped on her way home from school in an attack investigators describe as meticulously planned and flawlessly executed. When the vicious attackers contacted the Dennings family and demanded an exorbitant ransom of an undisclosed amount, a lesser man would have panicked, or worse, given in to their demands. Fortunately for his daughter, Dennings is not a lesser man. Those first 24 hours are essential. We need every minute we can get. It's really quite remarkable that Mr. Dennings was clear-headed enough to contact us right away, said one investigator close to the operation. Investigators sprang into action, of course, but here our story takes a curious turn. Instead of searching the map for the young Dennings girl, they mapped out the psychology of the kidnappers themselves. We couldn't really describe this as a terrorist act, but the sick, twisted terrorists who committed this atrocity did do us the courtesy of communicating openly and often. From the way they spoke, the words they chose, we started to narrow down their possible backgrounds, and then we revisited the crime scene. Investigators credit their breakthrough to footage of the kidnappings that indicated the terrorists had military-level training and discipline, carrying out the attacks in a so-called quartet formation considered a signature of the military's elite hostage retrieval squad. Anyone could read handbooks and try to copy what they've seen in military sims, but this brutal act of class-motivated violence was carried out without so much as a shot fired miraculously. Skills like that, unfortunately for the suspects, are as unique as fingerprints. We had warrants to search all 4 suspects' properties within the hour. While some less dignified members of the press questioned the nature of this horrific crime, asking pointed questions about a possible relationship between Mr. Dennings' past work and the suspects' military backgrounds, Chief Director of Investigations Valentine avoided the mudslinging with a succinct reply of no comment. Mr. Dennings' business associations have no bearing on the value of his daughter's life, which I am glad to say is no longer in any danger. For that, we have to thank the efforts of the brave young investigators to my left here, Special Investigator Ayase, Technical Analyst Solkov, Special Agent Greenfield, and Special Agent Beckham. Together they...
Are you as infuriated as we are by anti-authority outside actor anarchists inciting anxiety on our city streets anonymously? Join us in our push to make all internet searches tied directly to Citizens Tax Return ID. Sign up below and we'll direct you how to help.
God.
God.
So interesting thing about that article, by the way, is that like they had some very flexible use of those quotation brackets.
Yeah, I
Oh,
noticed
yeah.
that too.
They were using them to completely alter the tone of what the
Yeah.
people they were
Uh-huh.
quoting was saying to a ludicrous degree,
Yeah.
which I think is very funny.
Mm-hmm.
How's that for long odds? What are the chances I see that name?
In the next case.
Maybe. I'm not going to point out which it is.
Mhm.
But this is not a Saturn who is friends with people who make this game, but rather a Saturn who pays attention to social media profiles. One of those names has come up in like creative stuff that they've posted about before even episode 1 came out, like posted about on Blue Sky and shit in like funny images or whatever.
Mm.
And as a character, it was like I saw it and like I didn't recognize the name, and I expected them to be in episode 1 because they posted about that character's name, and then they weren't. And then I'm like, well, I guess maybe this is supposed to be an episode 2 character. But then that character who was named that doesn't show up in this episode either. So there's a name in there that I recognize that is that we're probably going to encounter sometime. Who knows when? Keep it in the back of your mind.
I will.
Perfect.
Yay.
Perfect timing, actually. Maybe chewing out Mireille for keeping me in the dark is just the nightcap I need. I don't know if it came through on stream at all, but there was like a light knocking at the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard it.
That woman was like a black cat. Charming. Hang on, that knock doesn't sound like Mireille. I do want to see. Does it come up with the log? Yeah, it does. Charming, but when they darken your door a second time, you start to wonder if you aren't hexed. Very funny to cut away from it in the middle, though.
Uh-huh. Oh. Oi.
That voice almost sounds like...
Up already is shit.
I better check the door cam.
Yes.
Oh.
I knew it.
Detective, is that you?
Open up.
Pardon?
I said open up.
Hang on, are you...
Don't pretend you can't hear me, you creepy little cave, you little creep.
Detective Reyes, are you...
Drunk? Yes. No. It's a crime for you to ask me that. Oh. I can just wave my hello to the door cam.
And my door just unlocks like that? That cannot be legal.
Oh, it's not legal.
What?
Wait, what model of door is it? Oh yeah, Red model door in city zoning is legal for me to unlock your door like that.
Guess Han had a point. Needing to make spare keys is a fair trade-off to avoid this bullshit.
And since you just invited me in,
I did not.
here I am, above the book. What's happening right now? Why is your ceiling all the way up there? Who'd you kill to get a place this huge? What do you even do with this much space? Hang from the rafters like a bat? Echo? Echo, echo.
Detective, this is absurd. Does anyone even know you're... Does anyone even know you're here?
What? Let me check. Detective Riz, badge number 10806, reporting on all channels. Self-assignment, protective surveillance of suspected criminal target. Threat assessed as medium to low. Target capabilities, not a threat to self or others. Reporting in from... What's your address?
Do not dox me to every cop in the city, Reyes.
Reporting in from address withheld. Any copies? Over.
Happy.
Copy. Cam saw you entering the building.
Copy. Reading your bio monitor.
We've got you, 10806. Have a quiet night.
I like that dull voice didn't remember her call sign correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you finished? Oh, before we continue, Zoop Bloop Bloop says, only in hindsight do I ponder what kind of conversation Reyes had with London to lead her down this series of bad decisions. I can tell you none. Because earlier, in like the last episode we did, part of why he excused himself from the thing is he says, I have to find Reyes before she gets to a bar. He did not succeed in so doing, I don't think.
He failed that quick time event.
Hey, where's the snowball?
What? She waves her hands in a rough approximation of something cloud-shaped.
Snowball. Porcupine. Matcha ball.
Sarah's doing her job.
Likely story. You probably made her sleep in a coffin in the parking garage.
Going off David's setup, she might be more comfortable if I did. Keep that idea in mind for later. Good. I like your instincts, drunk Farah Reyes. You've got some pretty good ideas. I should be stuffing my layabout adopted daughter in a coffin. She'd love it.
Hold up.
I live in the
let her
supply.
cook.
They yanked everything out of the gender supply closet down the hallway and shoved me in it.
I sleep there.
Hold up. Her writing is this fire.
Is this booze?
That's water.
Ugh, God.
Can I do something for you this evening, detective? Or did you come here just to critique my interior decorating and knock shit over?
I came here because I'm drunk. And I'm drunk because you're in danger. Another way around. I drank because I was pissed, and Cass and everyone told me to go home. Even though he shot a guy only a few hours ago, I'm the one who's too emotional and too useless. So I came here to catch a bad guy. Because you are defending that cop killer.
Uh-huh.
Who's also an orca killer. A whale cop killer. Killer whale cop.
Now there's a good movie idea.
Hold up. Her writing is this fire.
Every goddamn idiot in the city wants to shoot him. And also, you, because you're his stinking lawyer.
Thanks?
And a cop. Cops are supposed to protect people. Not even stinky lawyers.
Thanks.
So I'll park myself right here and catch the next assassin they send after you. Then lock him up and throw away the key.
Good on her for actually getting the word assassin out.
And if I accidentally save your life too, that's okay. Even if you don't deserve it.
You could have just stopped talking.
I can stop talking easy. Do you really not have anything to drink?
I'm not sure I want to drink with you, detective.
Who invited you? You're the host, do whatever, but I am gonna do what I gotta do. And where the hell's the screw top?
If I have to host a drunk Detective Reyes for the rest of the night, as I evidently do, suppose I needn't force myself to go through the ordeal sober.
The idea that Reyes has never seen a cork before.
Listen, she's drinking
Yeah.
much cheaper. You know what I mean?
I'm
He's not like Morgan, who is doing the thing that you do of like, I don't have any money, but I'm not going to debase myself by drinking swill. I'll just drink good shit less often.
Very, very
Hmm.
rarely. Yeah, exactly.
I'll get a bottle opener, detective.
I was thinking about God. I was thinking about a hypothetical situation of Gumshoe showing up drunk at Edgeworth's house.
You know that fool can't afford nothing.
No,
But then I realized that not only could Gumshoe not afford alcohol, Gumshoe's probably got that thing like Andre the Giant where it takes like
yeah,
3 kegs to get him tipsy.
yeah.
I've got 20 gallons of box wine back in my room.
Oh shit.
I said I'll get it.
I love her. Wait. This is the best part of the vid where he breaks down the horsepower. For years, they all abided by this gentleman's agreement where their engines would have horsepower capped at 270 or so. To avoid this, like, arms race of engineering in a country with a huge street racing scene.
Right.
But the crazy part is, it was only ever on paper. They were building and selling cars with 300 plus horsepower. And they all just listed the horsepower as 270 domestically.
Yeah.
And God, everyone knew it. I mean, they were selling the same car with the same engine, with the same goddamn torque rating in 2 different countries. And they were saying, oh, I don't know. I think it's only 276.
That's crazy.
I was born in the wrong generation.
I was born to be a samurai warrior and unite the Japanese territories under my lord Nobunaga. That's what I was
Here
born
I
to do.
am.
And now I'm just some sort of samurai remnant.
I'll die without even knowing what gasoline smells like.
Gasoline is odorless.
What?
It's odorless. They added a strong smell during refinement so that leaks would be noticeable.
That's natural gas, you dummy. Scare me for a second there. Jeez. You're gonna try and ruin something for me that I never had a chance of experiencing. You gotta get right. Don't know the difference between gas and gasoline.
Hey, remember all times where it was like, yeah, Farah Reyes is in Pup's DNA as a character?
Yeah, no, I'm seeing that
Yeah.
clearly now.
It's there.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Minushapan,
Inushapan. God. We dated, okay? Happy?
I wouldn't have guessed that. How long?
Once. Which is not a lot. Duh, I know. It was such a shitty date. Where's his uniform?
Oh,
Why am I
sorry.
supposed to salute? Oh, it's fine. Hey, God, was he cheap. I said, what'd you tip the bartender? And he got all confused. He just handed me 2 cans. Why would I tip?
Boo.
He tipped the goddamn bartender, man. That's why. I always tell when someone grew up with money. Maybe they just can't hide it. Maybe none of them ever learned the decency to try. Rockford's not so bad. I mean, it's obvious still, but the airhead part kind of offsets it.
Yeah, that's... What do you mean? Emma comes from money?
I guess even you can tell a joke.
I forget if it's been like super dialed in on, but people give you the sense that you should recognize her last name from somewhere, even though it's never come up for our perspective character.
Right.
Mhm.
Worst date I've ever been on. Waitress looks like she was gonna stab him. You think he was allergic to salt with all the nitpicking he did?
All I'm hearing is that maybe it's good that Chapon died.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
starting to
for
think that
sure.
starting to think maybe he deserved it.
Maybe the waitress was like, man, I just wish someone would like kill him bad style. And the monkey's paw she didn't know she had in her back pocket curls.
Yeah. And he has the balls to tip 10%.
That is bad.
Oh, what do you know? You probably haven't been on a date since the 60s.
How old do you think I am? I was talking about the tip.
The tip. Oh, the tip. Well, yeah, but still, do you even have a dating profile? Or do you just hang around funeral homes and castles and shit looking for other creatures of the night?
I don't have a dating profile. You met Chapon through an app?
Yeah, a dating app for cops.
God, nightmare.
Horrible.
Oh my god.
Horror.
Do you ever just like
Banned
feel
from the App
yourself-
Store after causing 100% homicide rate.
Yeah.
Do you ever just like feel yourself like get dizzy reading us? Like I got car sick.
Uh-huh.
I just physically recoiled from my computer screen, like, oh god.
Ugh.
There's a dating app for cops?
Yeah, just for cops. Just for all.
Why is it called Just for All if it's just for cops?
That other one dude made the joke I didn't want to make on air.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
oh no, it's okay, Ben. We literally made that exact joke like literally the last episode. You just forgot because it was a week and a half ago.
It's a.
Oh, it's a pun. Well, not really a pun. Wordplay.
A play on words for justice for all.
My favorite Ace Attorney game.
No, it's not.
It could be Reyes,
Don't
you
lie.
don't know.
Yeah,
Don't
Reyes-
lie
I
to
think
me.
Reyes might have that kind of bad taste.
Well, that actually makes sense, yeah. The cop catchphrase. We say it all the time when we catch people.
In fairness, she likes it because Adrian is in it.
Yeah, she likes
Yeah.
it because Franziska and Adrian are in it.
Yeah,
That
she
makes
likes
sense.
Franziska a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
There's an app for everyone. Probably even lawyers with sun allergies.
I don't think there's an app for me.
Hang on, let me project a hologram of the world's smallest violin out of my eye socket. Apps suck anyway. This one I met, she was terrible. Her teeth. She's trying to smile or some shit. She was all teeth.
He was just a big teeth.
I think it was her first kiss. You remember your first?
I don't know why everyone's always so concerned with firsts.
What the hell's that mean?
I don't know either, but I said it in episode 0 as well, so you know it's going to be important
It's gotta
later.
be important.
It's a relevant line of dialogue.
Don't worry about it.
I have never once given a second thought to anything you say, so get that straight. I want to slap the guy's dumb face at the end of the date. But then I didn't even recognize him. When Lon and I came in, he was face down. Whole floor of blood, just blood and paper. Couldn't turn him over, had to preserve the scene. Just had to leave him there.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm not sorry, I'm angry.
You seem to get angry a lot.
You've been to anger manic judgment. Do you know what that's about?
Managing anger?
Keeping calm, not letting your emotions control you. I'm great at all of that.
If you say so.
I do say so. With what I'm feeling most of the time, I'm a goddamn saint with how calm I stay. I'm just too small. Little hole in the bottom of a big water tower. Fills up faster than it'll ever drain. If I was big, I'd trample this whole city down. Long before my anchor's gone.
I was Godzilla, I would destroy this city.
Morgan, have you ever dreamed of being Godzilla? I dream about being Godzilla every day
All
of
the
my
time.
life.
One day I'm gonna get so fucking big and I'm gonna stomp around the cardboard cutout of this city and you'll all be sorry.
They
I
say
know.
little boys love dinosaurs, but when they do, they should say little boys and also Officer Farrah Reyes. Because I would want to be... I know Godzilla isn't a dinosaur, but spiritually. Spiritually, Godzilla is a dinosaur. It's
and then
Godzilla!
I wake up and then I remind myself, I'm a friend to all the children.
Just like Godzilla.
I'm
Just
always
like
asking the
Gemzera.
fairies for help, which is why I showed up here.
Didn't even seem like people from the hall. Just two people-shaped things face down in blood.
We're so good about breaking up serious dramatic moments with just
I know.
little extended bits.
Just garbage.
Just, oh yeah, right.
Sosuke and Chapon, they were both face down?
What? Yeah.
Because Rogers was cuffing Sosuke on the ground?
Rogers, what class? That guy couldn't cuff a cow.
A cow.
I don't know. Something that cuff easy.
A dress shirt?
Oh, what do you want? A round of applause. Everyone clap for the world's greatest,
Wordsmith.
just shut up.
Sarah and Saturn are talking anytime we.
This is
we have
just
free
normal
time.
conversation
Yeah.
between Sarah and Saturn after I've had too much to drink, frankly.
This is just what like any given session of Fallout 76 sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, just imagine. Okay, if you want to know what us playing Fallout 76 sounds like, just imagine Sarah, sounding like Sarah does when she talks, and me putting on like a kind of bad, like nebulously Appalachian accent and us playing
And it's
opposite characters of each other.
Just
I'd be playing
talking
Farrah, and
shit constantly.
I'd
That's
be playing
right.
Farrah, sounding very southern and swearing a lot, and
Mhm.
and Sarah's playing not. Sarah would be playing the Morgan in this case.
That's right.
As far as Rosalie and Morgan have
Yeah, for
literally
sure.
anything in common
Anything in
aside
common
from their assigned
whatsoever.
sex at birth, I guess.
Right.
Persuading her to remove her shoes and socks before tossing her up the stairs was the very upper limit of my patience. Making it off the floor and onto the bed is up to her. I don't care. I can sleep on my couch. I could sleep in my chair if I had to. I can fall asleep in any position, actually. It's not actually worth bragging about, especially to myself.
I think it's a cool skill.
Says the person who has that skill, yeah.
I think you're busy working right now. Get out of my head! So now a homicide detective knows where I live. Yes, the address is on the business card. Downside of a home office. At least it's fun to imagine how sick she'll be tomorrow. Can't remember a time I got that drunk, thankfully. Can't remember a time I got that mad. And the last time I cried... Screw this. Introspection's a scam.
Oh, whoops, almost felt something.
I'm not nearly so flush that I can afford to waste time on it. Oh my god, stop smiling like that. Yes, you found a teacher's missing keycard. No, you're not Sherlock Holmes. Or whoever his lawyer was. Oh, I'm sure. You're gonna be the most popular kid in school overnight now. I wasn't being that sarcastic. You better hope it's somewhat true. Deadline for your little club sign-up period's next week, isn't it? Actually, you'll need to find 4 members. Gonna be out that day. Family thing. What a face. You show everyone puppy dog eyes that pathetic? Look, if you're gonna be a lawyer, you'll need to get better at reading fine print. See, you need 5 members to found a club, but if you have at least 2 students present at qualification time, you can get an extension. I mean, even you can get 1 person to join, right? Just use that winning personality of yours. family thing. I can't say no. Nothing. I didn't say anything. Fuck, there was an ad break for that.
Yep.
No,
Oh,
I didn't know
no.
it.
I just tabbed out and realized we were on like the second or third ad.
Oh, damn it. Well,
Well,
you'll have to watch the VOD if you missed
just
it.
watch YouTube.
I will say, Teeves, I know that I think Twitch has started. I guess Magus is right. You should subscribe to me. Wink. Don't actually do that unless you want to. You can do whatever you want. It's your money, not mine. Until
Right.
it is mine because you subscribed to me. But you can do whenever you want. I do think though, I remember seeing something on Twitch recently using some sort of thing to track when like people are not tabbed in or whatever, and then like not play ads if they're not tabbed in, and like doesn't count towards viewer metrics or whatever. But also I could believe that them doing that has created a scenario where like if tracking is disabled in some part of your browser or this, that, or the other, it might just fail to play ads normally anyway, maybe? That's what my hypothesis is, but I don't know.
Sure. Who knows?
Yes, Other One Dude and Magus Draco are both my loyal subscribers. Thank you
Aw.
for your generosity and kindness. It truly means the world
Your
to me.
loyal subjects.
Even if it was free with your existing Prime, you still gave it to me and not like Northern Lion. So you know.
Well, when the end times come, they will still be getting shit posts from our heavenly positions.
That's so true.
Yes.
So I think we'll do one more little bit. I know sometimes you push later than this, but I'm thinking we'll do this last little bit before the trial properly starts.
Okay.
And then next time we'll have the entire time to do the trial, and that should be hopefully feasible. If it
Okay,
somehow
that's
doesn't
fine.
work
Right
out next time, if it takes us more than a full episode to get through a trial, what we can always do is just either we can try and shoot for a longer episode and just try and snip that in the bud.
We should
Or-
we should try to make the next episode like on a Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
In
if
that
we
case,
have
we'll
to go
plan for
longer,
that,
we
and
can.
and we'll maybe like start a little earlier and then like go until we finish it. Because say alternatively, we do like part of it next time, and the other ones like we get the other part of the court case, and then we can do like some of the post scenes or something. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll just try. We'll just aim for like a Friday earlier showtime for the probable finale of episode 2.
Yeah. They must have waved me down over 5 times. I've been in private banks with less active security than this.
Were they private banks that had recently had a shooting?
No.
Then the comparison seems flawed. Armed guards in the halls, drones outside the windows, androids standing firm in the streets, triple spectrum scans at every entrance. They really rolled out the red carpet for you this time.
If they were this concerned, why didn't they just move the trial outside of the city?
The district attorney said as much, but the city council overrode them.
The district attorney? You mean Miss Rockford?
Miss Rockford's boss. Word of the attack yesterday is already trickling out. They can't afford to delay or to look like they've been successfully intimidated.
There's such a thing as overcompensating.
Not on the stage of security theater.
Were you able to look over the DNA analysis that Sanus completed at night?
Their report on the bindings? Yeah, I was doing that literally right now. Party cloth bindings found from the room where Sosuke was held, stiff with dried blood and clearly cut with something sharp. Summary of the forensic DNA analysis conducted by Sanus follows below. Sweat matches the DNA of Sosuke Ikaria. Skin matches the DNA of Sosuke Ikaria. Blood matches the DNA of Sosuke Ikaria and Miller. Heaven smiles.
Okay.
gave me a lot to think about on the ride over. You're looking much better.
I don't feel better. They gave me some sort of injection last night. I woke up in much more pain, but they still insisted on taking off all my bandages.
Some sort of injection?
Sasuke consented to intravenous injection of a recovery accelerant at 9:33 p.m. last night.
You consented without knowing what it was?
I nodded. Thought it would help me sleep. That interrogation room floor isn't exactly ideal for rest.
Spoiled brat. The same guy who was confidently telling me he was fine with going to jail?
What about you, Adonai? Were you able to get any rest?
I slept like a rock. Eventually. Didn't even wake up when a certain unwelcome guest stumbled out the door in the early morning, thank God.
But it was an accelerant, huh? I thought there was something familiar about this discomfort. They gave it to us back in the military on occasion. You heal up faster, but it still takes the same toll overall. Explains why I feel like all my bruises are fresh.
Why'd they wait until now to start giving Sasuke medical attention now?
Emma must have realized it was getting a bit silly. Trying to accuse you of murdering 5 people when you looked like you'd been thrown through a windshield.
Don't worry, Sasuke. You're still handsome, even without the rugged edge that your injuries provided.
Hearing that doesn't make me happy, you know.
You're blushing, though.
Those
I
flushed
don't believe
cheeks
you, fucker.
suggest otherwise, bucko.
I'm gonna put a ring on it.
Then why are you blushing?
Stop ruining
Sarah-
our jokes!
Sarah's just
Let us-
frothing.
Yeah.
It's not like you're spotless. You still have a mark under your left eye.
No, I've had that since birth.
Oh my god, he's the perfect man. He's got breasts and he's got a beauty mark and everything. Christ.
That's what I'm saying, baby.
Flopping my hair back, I can't claim to be the perfect man, but I can claim to also have those things. Winks at the camera. Is mine? I literally have a mark under my left eye in the exact position that Sasuke has.
Yeah, they're great.
Once okay, this isn't like, this isn't too bad TMI, I don't think, because it's like skin stuff. There was once where I had, because I like, you know, I occasionally get acne as one does, right?
Sure.
There was once where I got like a whitehead, like a really annoying one under my beauty mark. It was pissing me off because you can't like, I'm bad. I do like pop them, right? Even though I know you're supposed to not or whatever.
Everybody does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was pissing me off because it was under my fucking beauty mark, and so it's like you can't like it's stuck in there, right? Like there's not
Yeah,
like,
totally.
and I was able to get at it, but in the process of so doing, I straight up accidentally ripped my beauty mark off my face.
Yeah, but those shits grow back.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
no,
the thing.
totally.
I was freaked out because like, no, I love my beauty mark. No, and it just it's flat there now. Fuck. But then after like a week or two, it grew back. Like, hey, what's up? It's me. It's me. Your beauty mark.
Don't worry, your beauty mark's
thought
not
you
going
got rid of
nowhere.
me that easily, bitch. Try again.
Absolutely not, dumbass.
Oh,
I was told once that it's charming.
The armored fucking ass.
Why'd you bring it up? Is it not charming?
so needy.
I love him.
I am going to save though in case this is cutting to the courtroom.
Yeah, that's smart.
Good call.
I almost didn't, which I would have regretted because I have not saved this entire time. And we are back in court.
And we're back
into the
in court.
courtroom.
So I'm going to
Uh-oh.
switch us to the sign-off screen because that's where we're going to be ending
8084,
for
my
tonight.
beloved.
There she is!
We'll
We've
get to
missed
see
you.
her and Kasim so early next time. But that's going to be us for the night. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you Magus. Thank you other one dude. Thank you Teebsley. There's been a couple other people in here also as well. Zoop Boop Loop, Badman Twitch. I don't there might have been. Oh, also, MCF, thank you for showing up as well. It's been a
Yeah.
pleasure to have you all. This is going to be, as again, continuing. I've got enough other stuff to do that I haven't wanted to do any other this channel streams that aren't this until I'm done with this, so this will probably be the next thing as well. Like we mentioned a couple minutes ago, we're gonna aim for a Friday. Probably not this one. Question mark. I don't know. It really depends on people's availabilities from work. When we actually do it, we'll find out things like that. I mean, you'll know when you know, because I usually, as evidenced by tonight's stream, sometimes you find out maybe only about a half hour. I find out that we're doing Up the Devil tonight.
You know,
Because that's just how scheduling these things works. But so
Unfortunately.
next time should hopefully be the conclusion of episode 2, and I hope that you'll join us for it. Until then,
Yeah, I mean, we're getting to the end, so like, yeah, you better join us for it.
or else I'll be very unhappy, and
Yes.
you don't want to see me unhappy. Wait, why am I I don't even have my damn. Hold on, where's my fucking? I have to put on the. I switched to my thing, to my little Angie emote, forgetting
Yeah,
that
there
I
you
was
go.
on the screen where my VTuber ain't even on it. Pissing me
oh
off.
man,
Please.
I love your little VTuber's Anki face. It's so
fucking
good.
Angie.
All these
So
emotions,
angry.
and for what?
But now we're gonna go to sleep like this with my sleepy time emote, and I'm gonna go back to the
Yeah.
sign off page. Thank you everyone for coming, and we'll see you
Bye.
again very soon.
Good night, everyone.
Everyone.